All right, folks, 6:01 at the MJ Morning Show as we launch the program today. I'm very disturbed. I'm angry at a member of the MJ Morning Show. Just something disturbing I want to bring to everyone's attention. And this has me a bit off kilter, Fester.
Yes, I'm very angry at Michelle as well.
No, it has nothing to do with Michelle.
What?
It is not Michelle.
Okay.
So who do you think it might be if I'm very disturbed at a member of the MJ Morning Show?
You know,
as we launch our Friday show here on a holiday weekend, I kind of forgot that Monday's Labor Day, and we've got a 3-day weekend ahead, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, that's right. It's an early Labor Day, September 1st.
Yeah, it is. A lot of time. I remember Labor Day is sometimes like the 7th, 8th, right?
Well, yeah, 8th is the latest.
8th is the latest. Yeah. Well,
no, 7th is the latest.
Hold on.
Right.
No.
7th is the latest.
Are you sure?
Because the 1st would be this year.
Right.
So it's the first Monday in September.
Yes.
Okay. So the latest is only the 7th?
A week apart.
All right, let's
it's always the first Monday.
Not get. Why are you guys sidetracking me?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
Days of the week are pretty base.
Why are you guys sidetracking me?
Sidetrack MJ.
Stop sidetracking me.
That never happens.
Don't sidetrack me. So I'm disturbed. I'm a little ticked off at a member of the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah.
So it's not Michelle.
I thought about this last night.
Yep.
How I didn't call you guys to tell you Big Brother Elimination episode was on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fester, I've missed it for like 10 days now.
You can catch up.
That is incorrect.
You'll have to tell me how.
It has nothing to do with Big Brother.
I'll give you my Paramount Plus password.
All I can say is thank God Michelle has forgotten about Big Brother.
No.
Yeah, because Michelle was home Wednesday early evening, or late afternoon. I picked her up Wednesday. Of course, she was back live on the MJ Morning Show yesterday. So Michelle could have forced me into watching Big Brother on Wednesday and Thursday nights last night,
yes.
And that did not happen. So I think maybe her exhaustion from helping move Chloe up to law school and then heading down to Manhattan to help Julian. I think that maybe caused some memory fog, and she forgot. But man, that Big Brother is awful. That is some of the worst television that I've ever seen. And of course, Fester is enthralled. But again, look at the shirts that Fester wears.
Oh, look at the shirts that Fester wears.
What's wrong with the shirt?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Catherine did not deserve to go home last night.
Don't sidetrack me.
Okay, all right.
Don't sidetrack
You're
me.
sidetracking yourself.
So who do you think I'm angry at on the MJ Morning Show?
Andrew.
Yeah, I've been noticing a decline in Andrew's mental
That
state.
is correct. So I am very peeved. I'm pissed at Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew.
That's right. Andrew, turn your microphone on.
I really didn't think it was you.
I'm pissed at Andrew.
What happened?
What? I was just joking
Yeah,
when I
me
guessed.
too.
Andrew is unpissable.
I fell asleep just before the opening of the MJ Morning Show. I fell asleep. I'm asleep in the studio. I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You nodded off behind the mic?
This was not in reality. This was in a dream.
Oh, well.
I had a
You're
dream
dreaming about me?
I had a dream. No, I wasn't dreaming. I was dreaming about me, and you happen to be an ancillary player in the nighttime missive. All right, so here's the deal. We're about to start the MJ Morning Show in my dream, and apparently I fell asleep just before the MJ Morning show opened. MJ Morning Show, dun, dun, rock and roll, dun, 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 dun. So the whole thing, I guess, runs, and I don't know whether there was dead air or what happened, but Andrew did not wake me up until 6:17. And I remember this specifically because in my dream, I wake up, I'm in the studio, I look at the digital clock, and it's 6:17. So Andrew, in my dream, let me fall asleep just before the start of the show. The show open happens, and then I don't know if I was sleeping. I don't know how I was conscious, that the show open happened. But, with dreams, things are all whacked and out of place, and, things are unnatural a lot of times in dreams. But 6:17, Andrew, why the hell did you not wake me up sooner than 6:17?
Because we could use that 17 minutes of silence for your next Marconi Award.
Yeah, listen, honestly, MJ, if I saw you
next
sleeping,
Marconi Award.
if I saw you sleeping behind the microphone, I wouldn't wake you up either because I think we're in the middle of a bit that you just didn't let everybody in on.
Oh, let sleeping MJs lie.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's doing. What is he thinking?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story.
Oh.
I had this crazy dream that I fell asleep, and Andrew let me sleep, and then I don't know whether he he woke me up at 6:17. Hey, dude, you fell asleep. So I don't know why. And then I whatever it is, that's where the dream ends for me.
After 15, 16 minutes of watching a grown man sleep, it's kind of like, all right, is this a bit or not?
Oh, man. Hey, I noticed the traffic was a little lighter on the way in today. So, we do notice that Friday traffic, is this like a COVID leftover? I mean, I don't understand why Friday traffic would be lighter. Sometimes you hear about, some businesses, they give employees Fridays off in the summer, but it's not really summer. I mean, technically it's summer until, September 21st or whatever it is. But still, when the kids go back to school, that's my definition of summer's over,
But this is before a holiday weekend.
Yeah, that's
so that's totally. I mean, when I looked up at the bridge when you were saying there's no traffic this morning, it was definitely. I'm like, well, that's a clue. We should not be here.
Yeah,
half of Tampa Bay is off.
Yeah. Half of Tampa is not off. So Friday traffic has been, for whatever reason, lighter, and then we have a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So, and then Michelle says, we should have gotten a jump on the holiday weekend too. So Michelle said we should have taken today off.
Yeah, we absolutely should have.
Yeah. Oh, so you were just off the show for 11 days or 8 show days? Michelle was gone for like 11 days. She missed 8 show days helping the kids move to school. And you come back yesterday, then you want today off?
You're counting my attendance now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, HR? What are you, bean counter Terry over there in the office?
And guess what? And Andrew just said in my ear that traffic was heavy when he came in. Are you serious?
I think it was slightly heavier than normal.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even pay attention. I do know. I think I swallowed a fly this morning.
Really?
Driving. I'm a windows down driver. I'm a windows.
Hold on. You think you swallowed a bug, but you don't know?
Well, it might have been like
I know when I swallow a bug.
It might have been like a pebble or some piece of debris. But
hold on. Are you driving with your window open
every time? I'm a full-time down window driver. Full-time.
That is ridiculous.
What?
In rain?
Sometimes I'll leave it like cracked a little bit at the top on rain.
That feels good.
I mean, rain situations, you got to roll the windows up.
Yeah.
But if it's not raining, I'm windows down, baby.
How do you not know if a bug? I had the last time I had a bug fly in my mouth. This was probably June. I'm doing my I walk in the neighborhood, and I did a big mouth inhale,
Yeah.
And
Ew.
one of those little gnat things just flew in,
Ew.
and then they get stuck like in the back of your throat, and then you're like hacking like a dog with a that's choking on a chicken bone. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the worst thing.
It's the worst feeling.
It's while you're walking. I'm driving at 83
And then
miles an hour.
Then the gag reflex kicks in.
Did your gag reflex kick in, Fester?
I don't have one of those. But I felt like something hit my lower upper lip.
Yeah.
And then I felt something hit that little punching bag in the back of my throat.
That's the uvula.
And I didn't know. I didn't feel it move, or it must have been dead on impact or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I always carry a drink with me, and I took the drink, and whatever it was, it's now in my innards.
Oh, no. You know what this means?
What?
Did you ever hear that song? There was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, yes, I don't know it, but I have heard it. Yes.
You're gonna keep swallowing bigger and bigger and bigger animals and things throughout the day.
Hey, good thing I don't have that gag reflex.
All right. When we get back, the MJ Morning Show continues. You like that? That's very prophetic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When we get back,
Yeah.
Hey, did you know about this NFL owner and his drug problem?
Yeah.
Holy crap! Do you know what team?
No.
NFL owner, humongous drug problem, and like a news story about his death like just came out yesterday. It's the people that have drug problems that you don't even. Well, I think.
That guy. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I saw the headline yesterday.
Holy crap! And then, do you know about the smoking dog?
No.
Oh yeah, there's outrage. The dog that it's like a novelty. Take a picture with the smoking dog, and the dog has a pipe in his mouth. Yeah, this.
It's pretty cool.
Hold on. Next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 Friday, just getting rolling. Back in a minute. Stand by. Hey, Fester and Michelle, if you guys could quit yakking over there for a second. This Rejoiner, this bumper music I'm playing to come back to fabulous MJ Morning Show content. Do you know the band? Do you know the singer of that particular song? And you know the song, right?
Yeah.
Bad to the bone. So who did this song?
George Thorogood.
Right? And
the Thunderbirds or something like that.
No, the Delaware Destroyers.
Oh, okay.
I knew the lead singer.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this is a...
You know, I didn't delve into this, and I kind of randomly selected this Rejoiner bed, but I saw a story yesterday that George Thorogood told somebody famous to suck it.
Okay, so...
All right, Andrew, or Fester, look it up. Why are you bringing up?
George Thorogood's going to be at Ruth Eckerd Hall.
What? Hold on.
On Sunday. On Sunday.
Holy crap.
Labor Day weekend concert. And I've been seeing, when you said, do I know who sings this? I was like, yeah, George Thorogood, because I've been seeing ads online for his concert.
So George Thorogood, bad to the bone, is going to be at Ruth Eckerd Hall. What if Ruth Eckerd's going to be there? I think Ruth Eckerd's a big George Thorogood fan. Yes, Michelle.
Do you know any other lyrics to that song?
No.
On the day I was born.
Oh, yeah.
Nurses all gathered round.
Yeah.
Gazed at the wide wonder and the joy they had found.
Yeah, I know. I think I know almost every word to that song when it gets playing.
So I saw this yesterday,
yeah,
and I didn't print out the story. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get to that. But then I decided to play Bad to the Bone as a rejoiner. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring this up. So what famous music celebrity, I mean, I'm talking like rock and roll royalty, what famous celebrity did George Thorogood tell to suck it?
Dick Clark.
Yeah, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Well, you're confusing me because you said music, but then you said celebrity, and it's
Right.
kind of like,
Yeah,
you know.
Like one of the biggest rockers of all time.
It's an artist. Yes, an artist.
I would have had, I don't know, either of the girls from Heart.
Elvis Presley.
Do you even know what are the first names of the girls from Heart?
The fat one and the skinny one.
Stop.
Oh my gosh, Fester.
Come on.
I mean, I'm down with either of
I
them.
can tell you.
The girl from Jefferson Airplane.
Come on. Oh, Grace Slick. I love Grace Slick.
I had back in the day. I probably would have told her that.
Come on, the Hart sisters.
I would have told.
Who?
I don't
Come
know. I don't know the name.
It's Ann and Nancy
Okay, fine.
Wilson.
It's-
Ann and Nancy. All right. So back to who George Thorogood told to suck it.
I would have told it to Cher back in the day.
No. Oh, that's terrible.
What?
All right, listen. And I guess there was plenty of that from what I've heard. All right.
What?
Hold on.
If I could turn back. Hey, baby.
Stop.
Hey,
great idea.
Are you saying something about Cher?
No, it's a male. It's a.
It's
not a female.
Oh.
So George stop thinking in that way, dude.
What do you stop thinking? How do you stop?
Come on.
How do you not think in that
Which
way?
famous rocker? I mean, rock and roll legendary royalty. Come on. I'm even giving a clue with royalty.
Elton John.
You know, that's a good guess, but not correct.
I know who he didn't tell it to. Freddie Mercury.
Freddie
Because
would have been all over it.
Steve Tyler.
No.
Mick Jagger.
Yes. It's Mick Jagger.
Oh, Mick Jagger. Oh.
So wait a minute.
Okay.
I don't even know the story. Andrew found the audio as I'm telling the story here, but I didn't even really dive into the story. Andrew, do you know why George Thorogood told Mick Jagger to suck it?
I don't think anybody knows why he picked Mick, but he came off stage and somebody had a camera there, and he was just so psyched up. I could play the audio.
We have it on audio?
It's captured on video. I think it might be that George Thorogood just did a performance. He's got to be, 75?
Something like that.
How old is George Thorogood?
You can ask him on
Who's
Sunday.
going to be at Ruth Eckerd Hall on Sunday?
He's 75 years old.
Oh, I said 75. He's 75. Look at that. I had to get a gig guessing ages and weight at the. Let me look at Fester and guess his weight, like at the carnival.
Yeah.
You're 342 right now.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, look at that. Really?
Pick a prize.
All right, thanks. I'll take the giant teddy bear. All right. So apparently, I guess he was walking off stage, and I guess he loved his set. I guess he thought he performed so well. The camera's rolling, and he says, "Hey, Mick Jagger can suck." Anyway, here's the audio. Roll the audio for me. Here it is.
You can now tell me how unbelievably fantastic I was.
You were fantastic.
I'll tell you something else, too. Mick Jagger can suck on that.
That's Mick Jagger can suck it now. All that because I played Bad to the Bone as a rejoiner, and that story happened to be online last night.
It's not as offensive as it could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey, what? We're number one. Tell Stern to suck it. Okay, big deal. It's more in jest. I thought he was, vulgarly saying, hey.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know this. I'm shifting gears. I'm moving along.
Now that I think about it, there's a couple of ways to deliver that.
This is my actual teased item here.
Yes.
Former blank NFL owner. I'm doing a blank just for a setup here. Former blank NFL owner, blank, overdosed, received ketamine treatments before death, but apparently this guy had a known drug issue, but they kept it secret that he relapsed and was taking like hundreds of pills. Do you know who who I'm talking about, right?
I do, yes.
Is this? I didn't know this. Is this well known?
They don't share their inner workings with me. I'm not friends with this guy.
All right. So what team is it?
It's the Colts.
That is right. So you knew that the Colts owner had like a major drug problem?
Yeah, Jim Irsay. I knew that Jim Irsay died.
Yeah.
And they said he died of something cancer related at the time.
Former Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay.
He dropped dead at like 65, which I always thought was really young for a billionaire.
Suffered 3 overdoses in the final 5 years of his life and was prescribed ketamine from a luxury doctor who signed Irsay's death certificate in California when he died back in May at 65. The Washington Post cited interviews with 5 people who spoke anonymously because of fear of retribution from the Colts. What kind of retribution? also obtained prescription records, flight data, according to law enforcement reports. Open about his addiction to alcohol and opioids, Irsay maintained that he was clean for years, but the Washington Post found evidence that he suffered 3 overdoses from 2020 on that I guess were covered up. First, he was airlifted from Turks and Caicos in early February of 2020. The next came December 2023 at his home in suburban Indianapolis, and then again 12 days later at a resort here in Florida. My God. So, what was it? He was hooked on opioids, like what's the oxys? Yeah, OxyContin, oxycodone.
Taking too many pills or something? Okay.
Holy crap! I mean, you think of a billionaire. What was the guy's net worth when he died? Couple of what? I mean, 3-5 billion. What?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. He died at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So he died at a luxury hotel.
in L.A.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? He could have been really nostalgic. He could have croaked at the Chateau Marmont. Where Belushi checked out, and several people died at the Chateau Marmont.
So the family's worth about a little under $5 billion.
$4.8 billion. Hey, listen, it just goes to show. It doesn't matter, what walk of life you're from. Doesn't matter what your socioeconomic status is. If you're addicted, you're addicted. You could have somebody, addicted on meth at a trailer park in Pinellas Park. And here you got a guy that's worth, close to $5 billion, owner of an NFL team, certainly one of the most exclusive clubs on the planet. And you're popping pills like they're freaking chiclets, like they're, Raisinets.
I mean, a lot of people in general have their drug demons. Wish them all luck.
Yeah, look, I feel bad for
wish them all recovery.
Unless people don't get help. If they don't want to get help, then I can't feel bad. But, I do feel bad for people that are addicted and, they're doing everything they can to unaddict.
Mm.
But I just thought that was just bizarre. And
on
then,
the positive side, MJ, his $20 million Indiana lakefront estate is available.
Oh,
and it's quite exquisite.
What are you on, Zillow?
No, this is big news.
Yeah.
When a piece like when a $20 million house in Indiana goes for sale, it's a big
bid.
deal.
Let's bid fast.
Right.
If you're interested, I can send you over the
Yes,
list.
thank you. Yeah, I have a real desire to move to Indianapolis. That's on one of my that's the top of my list of places where I'd like to relocate. Indianapolis.
Take a good look at this house. You might reconsider.
Yeah, great.
Do season tickets come with it?
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
So then we have the smoking dog. I've got a couple of animal stories today. In fact, I made Michelle aware of an animal story. Michelle loves a certain animal. In fact, I think I'm going to rename Michelle Michelephant. Have you ever thought of that?
No.
I just thought of that like a little while ago. Michelle loves elephants.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling you Michelephant.
Boy, if there's a big girl out there named Michelle, she's ready to kill you
Oh,
she's ready to shoot you.
I wonder if that's happened to some larger plus size Michelles. If anyone has horrifically called them Michelephant.
That's a pretty cutting name.
You know what? I've never heard that. In my whole life, I've never heard of Michelephant for Michelle and elephant. And I just thought of it like this morning as I was doing show prep, as I'm laying out the papers I'm like, Michelephant. How did I never think of that in the past?
Trademark it.
I should.
Yes.
All right. So I'll get to the elephant story later on. I showed this to Michelle last night. She's like, oh, no. And it's not horrific, but it's really poor taste, and it has to do with elephants. So we'll get to that coming up in just a bit. However, did you know that there's some nutso New York Mets fan that has a dog outside of Citi Field, where the Mets play up in Queens, up in New York, and the dog smokes a pipe, and then people can get down and take pictures, selfies with the dog, and there's a tip jar.
Oh.
Is the dog actually smoking, or is the pipe just sitting in his mouth?
The famed pipe-smoking Mets dog that poses for pictures with fans outside of Citi Field drawing renewed protests from activists who are slamming the gig is absolutely cruel. Decked out in a Mets jersey, cowboy hat, sunglasses, Leah, the canine, is one of 4 pit bulls who have worked every home game for 17 years. And this is the first I'm hearing about this, in rain or shine, who prompted angry animal lovers such as blah, 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 to show up Wednesday with a sign calling out the dog's owner. I love going to the games, and this is a black mark on those games. I think a lot of fans feel the same way.
Whatever. Is the dog smoking? Or is this pipe just resting in the dog's lip?
Is he capable of actually inhaling and then puffing out?
Like that big fat 3-year-old Indonesian kid? Remember
like that.
Remember the chain smoke? Remember the chain smoking Indonesian kid? Yes, Andrew.
Is it worse that the dog is being shown to smoke or that they're showing him as a Mets fan?
Oh, you know what I just thought of?
Oh.
He ought to go next to Indianapolis outside a Colts game. He could have dogs popping opioids.
No.
Little meth pipes.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, the things that... Yeah, so the...
Who thinks of this to stick a pipe in a dog's mouth?
Okay. I'm not mad or not mad at it.
And then there's a sign that the dog holds, or I'm sorry, in front of the dog there's like a little propped up sign that says, "I don't like cheap people." So like that you tip heavy, heavily tip. Fester,
Whatever.
is the bug still in your mouth?
It's something back there, dude. I'm telling you.
You gotta give him the
my
pat on the back.
What is going on here?
Oh, my God.
Now he's gargling.
I'm trying to gurgle the bug out.
Oh.
All right. I think I feel
if you missed the opening of the show, Fester apparently drives to work every morning with his window wide open, and he thinks a bug flew into his mouth.
Yeah.
While he was on 275 this morning.
I think it's crawling back up.
Okay.
Up my esophagus.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, this is kind of trashy.
It is trashy.
Can't the Mets do something about that? Like whoever runs it, like, hey, get out. Yes, it's private property. They can tell them to get off.
Yeah, I would imagine. It's right. It's outside the stadium on the sidewalk. That would be private property. Tell them to scram. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
I
know I would never pay anybody to take pictures with their pit bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need something at Bucks games this year. What can we do? We got to have Fester just take a picture with Fester.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea.
6:34 at the MJ Morning Show. The early morons in the news are next. That's right. A great pile of morons. My favorite part of the show, the morons in the news in minutes here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Days to go, folks. What is this? This is the 29th? Holy crap. You've got until Sunday. Tomorrow, Saturday's the 30th. Sunday's the 31st. It ends at IDC on Sunday. The summer of romance. Hurry up quickly. Get that engagement ring. Hurry. Get that diamond pendant, a fabulous bracelet, diamond stud earrings. Hurry. Go to IDC. Diamond upgrade. Why? Because the summer of romance is about to expire. Now until the end of the month. When you buy jewelry at IDC, you get a free trip tossed on in there. How does it work? Spend $3,500, and IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa gift card. If you spend $5,000 on her jewelry, IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. I mean, you get the ring and the honeymoon. Look at the honeymoon's tossed in. Spend $10,000. You'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay in an upscale, tropical, all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 different countries at IDC. Hurry before it expires. It's going to expire on Sunday, folks. International Diamond Center, IDC, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota. And tell them that MJ sent you. If you happen to be rocked in a bad way by somebody slamming their vehicle into your vehicle, there's only one call you should make. Well, maybe 2 calls. Call 911 first, all right? And then call the Kemp Law Group second. But when it comes to lawyers, there's only one call you should make, and that's Stacy Kemp and the team at the Kemp Law Group. You know the deal. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. The traffic is horrific in the Tampa Bay area, and the reckless, weaving, swerving, distracted drivers, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And if you're clobbered by one of these clods, one of these ass couches, call the Kemp Law Group. They're waiting for your call. They know how to deal with the other side, the insurance companies, the preservation of evidence to eliminate any chance of spoilage. They want to recover the most they possibly can for you. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law, kemplaw.com, and tell them that I sent you. MJ from the MJ Morning Show. 6:37, traffic's on. Morons of the news next.
Our volume.
Here we go, 6:42 at the MJ Morning Show, and the morons in the news are on. I'm laughing because I saw a story about a birthday cake purchased at a supermarket. You know, you get the bakery and you can get the cake, customized. I was contemplating whether I should do this in morons in the news, but I'm gonna probably do this a little later on. I've got two funny visuals today, so Andrew, do me a favor. Come get this story from me and get this link up with the other. Andrew already put the link up to the other hysterical story that we're going to get to later on. And that's a video that's unbelievable. And then Andrew, grab this one on the cake and just get this and get the link up so people can see the picture of the birthday cake. So a couple of things to look forward to here on the MJ Morning Show. There's never much to look forward to around here, but this you can look forward to. All right. Morons in the news on the MJ Morning Show. Let's go. I love the Villages, man. Unlicensed driver admits that she pushed the limits when she was stopped with marijuana. This is Bellevue, Florida. A woman arrested, stopped with a suspended license and a rolled marijuana cigarette next to her on the center console. A deputy observed 28-year-old Candice Marie Posilico in a black Nissan Altima. Dennis!
I saw a couple of those memes pop up over the last week or so.
They've slowed down.
They have.
On my Instagram feed, the Nissan Altima lady with the shower cap on and smashing it the crap going, Dennis!
We keep it alive here.
Finna and dead ass and yeah, for whatever reason, those things have slowed down in my feed.
Because the joke's over.
Okay, the joke is done. So a deputy observed this young woman, 28 years old. She's in a black Nissan Altima, and according to the arrest report, the license frame obstructed the plate, and that's another reason why I'm doing the story. People don't realize this.
Yeah.
But if you have a license plate frame, it might be a Gator's frame.
Right.
It might be the frame from the car dealer themselves. If your frame, your license plate frame, obstructs any portion, like even the bottom where it says Sunshine State, or maybe your county, or In God We Trust, or whatever. If your frame obstructs any portion of your plate, even like the registration, the yellow sticker in the upper right-hand corner, that is a pull-overable violation.
My mom got pulled over for that one time.
Yeah, well, hey, our former engineer over at Clear Channel at iHeart, Johnny Mack. John McMartin had just purchased a new vehicle from a car dealer.
Oh, yeah.
And the dealer frame was and he gets pulled over by a state trooper and given a ticket. He's like, dude, I just bought this car. I drove it off the lot. Obstructed plate. So you got to be careful with an obstructed plate. And these days, a lot of the car dealers, they're now having their plates purchased that just do the outer perimeter of the plate.
Yes.
So a lot of cars, not all, because I still see some that obstruct.
But the whole plate has to be a whole rectangle
Dude,
plate.
are you okay
I
today?
thought I was going to say square.
No, just since the beginning of the show, it's like you're having mini strokes. Are you okay?
No, he's not.
Maybe it's the bug. You just flipped me off.
This isn't funny. We are making fun of strokes. Get out of here.
Yeah, stop making fun of that.
Make it irreverent and making fun of crap. Fester, you've got a lot of room to talk. All right, so now you get a belch. That's good.
All right. So a lot of these dealers now are, the entire plate is now visible, and they're much thinner.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
The car cavity for the plate isn't very large in a lot of vehicles.
But a lot of times, a lot of the dealer plates would have like a logo bump.
Yeah.
Like the Ford logo, the Chevy logo or something. There'd be like a bump in the middle of the plate, like on the top of the bottom. And they have to make all these like frames now at the dealer. They have to make them, smaller. All right, so here's this. She's pulled over because she's got the license frame, and I don't know what kind of plate frame she had. So she's pulled over.
Right.
And she admitted that she did not have a driver license because it was suspended for DUI. A record check then confirmed she had an active suspension and revocation. While speaking to her, the deputy noticed a green leafy substance rolled in a tan paper within an ashtray on the center console. She stated that she had marijuana in the vehicle and handed over a medical marijuana card, which expired in 2022. She is a mess.
Yeah.
She's got a suspended license for DUI. She's got a suspended medical marijuana card. That led to a search of the vehicle. The deputy found a red and white plastic bag containing 2 small rolled papers with more marijuana, less than 20 grams. She later stated that she knew her license was suspended, but she, quote, pushed her limits today.
Yeah, she sure did. You pushed a little beyond your limits.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that was her. That was her response to the cop.
Well.
Yes, today I've pushed my limits. You know, the people that are among us in society, the crap that goes on, the cars that you pass on the road.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
What is in there? What are they doing? What's their deal? Are they like registered sex offenders?
What?
I mean, seriously.
Wasn't thinking that.
What drugs do they have? Oh, it's everything. It's the gamut.
Just being in society, the people you would never want to spend too much time with, just right there next to you.
Yep.
Another reason why I love the Villages news.
Yeah.
From the Villages. Napa Auto Parts employee arrested on DUI found passed out at the workplace.
That could have happened anywhere.
That's not good for your job at Napa.
It's a little Napa know-how.
Yeah, a little Napa Let me give you some Napa know-how.
Let me tell you something, boy.
Guy arrested up in the Villages for driving under the influence after allegedly passing out drunk outside of his job at a Napa Auto Parts store with multiple bottles of JD. Multiple bottles of Jack Daniels.
All right, so we got 3 kinds of whiskeys here. We got the good, better, best.
Yeah.
So, Jack Daniels, not bad. It's right in the middle.
I don't know. That's probably good. I don't know if it's better.
It's good, better.
Yeah.
You think it's good?
I think it's good.
You put on the lower end?
Yeah, I think regular standard Jack Daniels on the lower end
I
of
put like Kirkland brand.
of whiskeys for,
I put Walmart brand whiskey on the lower end.
No, actually, that gets good reviews.
So does Jack Daniels.
All right. So dispatchers got a call for service regarding 50-year-old David William McClelland intoxicated and passed out in his vehicle.
Was he headed to work?
Wait a minute. Hold on. 12:10 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude,
Yeah.
you've got a problem if you're passed out drunk in your vehicle in the Napa Auto Parts parking lot. Your job at 12:10 in the afternoon. It happened on Monday earlier this week. Oh, my God.
And a Monday.
Man, is the auto parts counter job that stressful that you're passed out drunk and you got empty Jack Daniels bottles all strewn around your vehicle? A deputy responded to the shop, saw a white Chrysler 300 sedan.
Ooh, Chrysler 300.
Running and occupied by McClelland in the driver's seat. He smelled overbearingly of alcohol, as did the entire inside of the vehicle. He also had extremely slow, slurred speech, bloodshot, watery eyes. Due to this, he was asked to step out of the vehicle and participate in a field sobriety exercise. He was slow to get up, and when he tried to walk toward the front of the patrol car, he almost lost his balance. He had to brace himself against the Chrysler 300 to keep from falling.
Yep.
He ultimately refused to do the field sobriety tests, saying that he could not put his feet together because of balancing issues. Yeah, because you're drunk off your ass. He did not have any medical issues causing this, but rather was unable to eat. His stomach had been upset because of alcohol consumption.
Oh, yeah.
According to the report. He then was placed under arrest. He did not have a valid driver's license. So he's driving to work in an auto parts place.
He sells all the parts.
But the part he's missing is a valid driver's license.
This steering wheel here works real good. I don't know for myself. I don't have a license.
The deputy found three. The deputy found 3 750 milliliter bottles of Jack Daniels, 2 of which were empty.
Yeah.
And also 2 empty 200 milliliter bottles. So the little bottles. Guy likes Jack Daniels. He provided a breath sample. His breath sample was a .184. Holy crap. This is crazy. Are you ready for this? Oh, this is terrible. All right, so when you do a breathalyzer, they do like two. They do one, and then they do a second one.
I've never done a breathalyzer.
I did one, not like for real. I did one like during some training test or something.
Yeah.
All right, so listen to this. He does breath sample number 1. It's a .184. The second attempt was an error.
He broke it?
He started vomiting. He started vomiting into the breathalyzer. Oh, my God. Folks, that's why we call it Morons in the News on the MJ Morning Show.
So he's working like at O'Reilly right now, or he got a new job like at Advanced Auto Parts or something.
Oh, my God. Is that unbelievable? Holy crap. All right, 6:53 at the MJ Morning Show. Early dose of Morons in the News. When we get back, middle seat mayhem. All right, you got it? When we get back, middle seat mayhem. What is it? We'll tell you next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. There's phenomenal news, folks. If you're a Genesis fan, and I tell you what, my parents love Genesis. My parents have had, I think, 6 of them for years now. They had even there was a high end. They used to be called like an Equus. My parents had like a bunch of these Equus, and then they kind of consolidated it all under Genesis. And my parents love Genesis. The good news is there's a new Genesis dealer here in the Tampa Bay area. It is Genesis of Tampa. So now you have an option. Folks, when it comes to buying, leasing, or getting your Genesis serviced, welcome Genesis of Tampa at 275 and Bierce. So right off the interstate, you can't miss it. It's Genesis of Tampa. It's owned by Miracle Auto Group and Mike Murphy. It's just a great operation. When you buy from them, you get the Miracle Advantage. You get 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain coverage. You get complimentary valet service. They'll come to your place, pick up your car, get it serviced, bring it back. They'll drop off a loaner for you. I mean, they're just fantastic. There are awesome lease specials going on right now. 2025 Genesis G80s. $399 a month, $62.49 due at signing. These are 36-month, 10,000-mile leases. 2026 Genesis G70, $329 a month, $46.29 due at signing. GV70, 26, brand new, $369 a month, $49.49 due at signing. So Genesis to Tampa, folks, spread the word. You now have a new Genesis dealer right here in Tampa, 275 in Bierce, and tell them that MJ sent you. 6:55, traffic's on. Shriner's got it. Morning show. The 7 o'clock hour's arrived. Middle seat mayhem. If I say middle seat mayhem, and I didn't give you guys any other clue, I have not said anything else after that tease. If I say middle seat mayhem, what kind of springs to mind? Michelle, Fester, what?
I mean, I think it has something to do with a disagreement on a plane.
It is, well, yeah, that would be correct. So
Okay.
it is an airplane. It's an airplane middle seat. Michelle, anything else? Middle seat mayhem.
Somebody misbehaving in the middle seat.
No.
I mean,
It's actually quite the opposite. It's the person stuck in the middle seat that is victimized. The
Ooh.
middle seat person is the victim. All right, so what could the middle seat person on the flight be the victim of?
I mean,
You're going to love
it's
this.
pretty broad. I mean, it could be something heinous like a groping, or it could be something hysterical like they got puked on or something.
Oh, yuck.
How about this? You had two sisters, two loud, obnoxious sisters.
Mm.
They deliberately book the aisle and the window. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Leaving
The middle.
an unsuspecting victim to sit in the middle. And they are just cross-talking and passing crap back and forth during the entire flight. How rude is that? Can you imagine that? So, and then the person in the middle said, would you like to sit next to each other? And they're like, nope.
Nope. Yeah.
What do you do, Michelle? What do
I
you
don't-
do with that situation?
You know, we've been in that situation where there was a couple that we ran into a couple times because we were flying the same route as them, and the husband wanted like the window and the wife wanted the aisle, or vice versa. And
Yeah,
then,
it was New York, Tampa.
yeah.
Yeah, numerous times.
And
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
They weren't obviously as obnoxious as these sisters,
Yeah.
but they were talking sometimes to each other, and you're just like, okay, you know, that might be a little much. So people are just not aware that that's rude. Like the poor person sitting in the middle, Fester, what if that was you?
I would have joined in the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So the two
That's a good one.
sisters,
Yeah.
the whole flight, they're talking across. The middle seat person's getting spittle coming
Oh.
at them from both sides, and then they're passing snacks back and forth. They brought like plastic containers with food and snacks, and they're passing it across like this person's body. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, the encroachment of the personal space.
What if like you kicked your knee up or something and you knocked over like their Cheetos or
Mm-hmm.
and it's I'm terribly sorry.
So
Maybe you two ladies should have sat together.
Yeah.
That is middle seat mayhem. So that's rude. Hey, are you afraid, Fester? And, here in the Tampa Bay area, here in Florida, I think, it's somewhat inherent. But I thought this was interesting. Which natural disasters as a whole scare us or, Americans? According to research and a survey, I think, which natural disasters scare us, here in Florida, I think most would say,
Most say hurricanes.
yes, hurricanes. Obvious. That's the obvious answer, especially with last
Yeah.
year and Milton and Helene, last year. What do you think the number one, according to a survey of 2,500 Americans?
Where do they live? I think it's all regional.
Hold on a minute. Just let's go with the aggregate first. What do you think, with 2,500 people surveyed from all around the country, what do you think the number one answer on the board is of the natural disaster that scares them most and they don't really feel prepared for? What do you think it is?
Wildfire?
No.
Okay.
Incorrect.
All right.
Earthquake.
Yeah. I mean, how can you prepare for an earthquake?
No.
How can you prepare for a tornado? How can you prepare for a tsunami?
Do you know what it is? What
No.
is it?
Well, we're
40
guessing.
We've guessed
All right.
4 pretty legitimate
Well-
natural disasters.
Well, you just blurted.
Volcano.
Hold on. Volcanic
I mean,
eruption.
What are you going to say?
Well, first of all, you did guess, but then you just started spewing others, which didn't really sound like guesses.
Well, they're all guesses.
yes,
we don't
they're
know.
guesses.
So you did say it. 46% of Americans, of 2,500 people surveyed,
Yeah.
the highest number of the highest number of respondents to the fear of this natural disaster.
Tsunami, I was right.
It's not tornado.
Mm.
It is. It's tornado. Tornado. 46%. And the tsunami comes in at number 2.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, 43% is tsunami.
I was just joking about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even think about tsunamis.
Earthquake is third place at 35%. And then hurricane is in 4th place.
Well, because a hurricane you can prepare for.
Yeah, and you kind of see them coming for
Yeah.
a while. However, we know all about the jogs, though, man. Sometimes they're coming right at you, like Charlie here in 2004, and then it's coming right toward the Tampa Bay area, and then it just hangs right into, Charlotte Harbor.
Yeah, but you got to be prepared no matter where you are in the cone until it's past your level. Was it a latitude or a
Past
longitude?
your latitude. So
Latitude.
latitude is left and right,
Yeah.
longitude, long, longitude, up and down.
That's like the Jimmy Buffett song. Changes in latitude. That's right. That's how I should remember.
Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting.
What's your biggest natural disaster fear? Is it-
I guess living here in Florida, it's
Gotta be
for
hurricanes.
me. It's hurricanes, absolutely. And hopefully we've had our taste for a while, but I don't want to jinx anything.
Aren't we coming up on the anniversaries of Helene?
No, of course we
I'm
are.
asking. Wasn't what?
Duh.
Like specifically what day? Like was it the 12th?
Helene was like the 26th.
Was it? Like, I don't remember the exact day.
Helene might have been like the 26th of September, and then I think Milton was 12 days later, if I'm not mistaken. So October, whatever that was, October 9th. Hurricane Helene. Yeah, that's just going to give you the whole range. Yeah, it was.
It's in the 20s.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, there's no exact day.
For us, it was like the 26th because you got to. I think for Tampa Bay. Anyway, I don't need to get mired in that minutia.
Let's get mired in the minutia
Hey.
of what natural disaster people find the most offensive.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We get mired in minutia all the time.
Well, my minutia's cool. Your minutia's not.
I got a list here of 5 natural disasters that my butt can cause.
Oh, you.
1, a tsunami. 2, a mudslide.
Oh, that's horrific.
Hey, come on, man.
Just stop right there. All right,
That's a good one, Fester.
let me tell you what else is horrific.
What?
These scam and spoofing calls are getting worse and worse. Do not fall for like the relative that's kidnapped scam. This is going around. Obviously the spoofing of making it seem like a call is coming from a certain number when it's not. They're just using a computer program to spoof a number, so that's what shows up on your display on your cell phone. But I mean, these are getting worse and worse. And I saw a story that I was reading about this individual. This father gets a call, and it's like his daughter's numbers being spoofed.
Was he aware of this, and did he not fall for anything?
Like kidnapped, being held hostage, and these are really taking root. I mean, they're happening more and more, and the scam is tricking people into believing that one of their loved ones, wife, kid, has been kidnapped. They're using the real phone numbers. They're using the spoofing technology. And, I mean, this is really getting terrible. So just be on the lookout. And, it might seem real, but a lot of times it's not. First of all, the odds of somebody getting kidnapped and being held for ransom,
Yeah.
it's pretty low. All right.
Yes.
We don't hear too many stories about that happening.
No, there's not a lot of kidnapping and rent. That's like movie stuff,
Right.
We have your little girl. We want $5 million. I mean, that's
I think there's a new Denzel Washington movie where it's the exact premise.
Oh, that's a remake.
Yeah, of
What?
every other kidnap movie.
Are you
No,
serious?
no. It's of the Japanese movie that we just watched.
Oh yeah.
Right. Spike Lee, I think, remade it. Denzel Washington is in it.
We watched the original Japanese movie,
Yeah.
which was fantastic.
Yeah.
This guy he heads a shoe company.
Yeah.
He has what's the name? Look up the name of the movie, because it's a black and white movie from like the early 1960s. And
High and Low.
yeah, the movie. If you want to see something really good, it's a Japanese movie, and it's called High and Low. And then Spike Lee remade it, and I think his version's called Highest Lowest, right?
Mhm.
Highest to lowest.
Oh, Highest
Yeah.
to Lowest.
That's the number 2 lowest.
All right.
And it has Denzel. And instead of being like a shoe mogul, he's like a record producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to see a great movie, watch the original High and Low. It's from, I think, the 1960s. It's black and white. And it was really like a trend-setting, groundbreaking movie. And it was described as so far ahead of its time. I love the thing.
Yeah.
And then just the intricacy of he's an executive at a Japanese ladies' shoe manufacturing company. And I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But it's a kid kidnapping. And great movie if you're looking for something to watch, this weekend. But just, heads up.
So you know how to prevent this, and I know a lot of people are saying you need to have a family code word, right? So like if Hudson calls Fester and he's like, Daddy, I've been kidnapped and
Yeah.
they want you to deliver $5 million in a suitcase at the corner of Gann at the racetrack or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
Then you go,
What's
well,
the family code
No,
word?
you don't ask that question because then the person who is on the phone is going to know
Yeah.
that you're speaking in code. You just ask him like, okay, just let me know what your, I don't know, what's your favorite animal, or I don't know. You ask him something
that he knows the answer to verify it's him.
So
right.
you need a
and
code
then if
word.
you say, right, you have a code word that says
but
it's
they-
you, and then a code word that says, if they can't come up with the code word that says it's you, then you shouldn't deliver the
Right,
money.
Wait a minute. So you need a code word, but then you need sort of an inconspicuous way
Right.
to elicit the code. Like,
You can't say like fudge monkey because they're going to know, that you're probably not saying something that's relevant.
Dad,
But
a
if
bunch
you-
of fudge monkeys here
Yeah.
just kidnapped me.
But if you said, like, okay, I want to talk to him because I want to make sure that he's, well, and he's alive and he can speak to me, and then you go,
put him on the phone. And they always say,
don't say anything.
hold on. And then, okay, talk. I'm here, Dad.
Right.
You ask you. I understand. Yeah. Get the code
Are you
word out.
okay? Yes. And then he says, is Mabel still sick? And Mabel hasn't been sick.
Oh,
And then you go,
dun, dun,
oh.
dun.
let me
All right.
let me share a little bit of the story that I saw that is
Yeah.
prompting me to bring this up. Terrifying phone calls claiming your loved ones are being held hostage flood American cities. A chilling news scam. This is a Daily Mail piece. A chilling news scam has been tricking people into believing their loved ones have been kidnapped using their real phone numbers to convince the victims the threat is genuine. Caitlin Sarian, who goes by the name Cybersecurity Girl on social media, recently shared a shocking video from a wife and mother on social media warning of a detailed spoofing scam targeting her husband. Phone spoofing, we all know what it is when someone fakes the caller ID, make it look like the call's coming from somewhere you know. It's often used by scammers to trick people into thinking the call is from a trusted source, like a bank or a friend, to deceive them to steal personal information. In this case, however, Sloan Daly revealed on social media that a scammer called her husband, making it appear the call came from her, and then claimed that she was taken hostage. According to Daly, the scammer threatened to fatally shoot her if the husband did not immediately transfer a ransom payment using the digital banking app Zelle. Doesn't Zelle have like a daily limit? So you're really not going to get a fortune. It's not like,
Yeah.
We have your little girl. Send us $5 million on Zelle.
You've exceeded your daily limit by 4,900,000.
yeah, really. All right, so the scammer didn't get away with any money after a family friend working in the FBI gave Daly's husband a key piece of advice that prevented him from, obviously paying and the crime succeeding. However, both Sarian, who's the cybersecurity girl, and Daly, the woman who was part of this little scam, they're now warning the public that these calls are so realistic, anyone could fall for them, especially the elderly. You know, it's the grandchild scam. Grandma, oh, I'm in Canada. I've been arrested by by a Mountie.
Yeah.
They're holding me in a Canadian prison. You have to Western Union me or whatever. They need $5,000. And do you know how many grandmas and grandpas have fallen for the grandparents scam? It's insane. So she shared this video online. The woman about the new scam. The phone scammer spoofer allegedly threatened to kill Daly if her husband did not transfer the money on the Zelle app. Daly's husband was able to sniff out the scam after texting a friend at the FBI. So you see what happened here.
So he has his FBI buddy on hot standby. Hey, I'm getting this call. My daughter's kidnapped.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, put the brakes on everything.
So you hear what I said? He texted a friend at the
FBI.
Yeah. In fact,
that'd be my ringtone.
I think when he texted the friend, it went,
The FBI.
So he texted the friend who immediately told him, keep the criminal on the phone for as long as possible without handing over any money. Their FBI contact added that Daly's husband also demanded to speak with her if she had really been kidnapped, which the scammer could not do since the situation was completely fake.
Yeah.
I want proof of life. Let me speak to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Let me speak to my husband, While her husband stalled for time on the phone, Daly revealed that their friend was able to track her down at the hospital that she was visiting for a doctor's appointment. My husband hung up and called me right back, and I answered, and he was freaking out, blah, blah, blah. The scariest part about all this is that they call from your number, and they knew everyone's names. So please spread the word. This is a new scam because it's very realistic. It's very terrifying. This is what she posted online. While the Dalys were able to escape thanks to their friend in law enforcement, the cybersecurity girl expert, she revealed that some important steps that anyone with a smartphone can take right away to protect themselves so you don't fall for the kidnapping hoax. She said the first thing to do is set up a secure PIN number with their phone service carrier. Call your carrier and turn on anti-spoofing protection.
Oh.
So I didn't know that was a thing. I can call, I'm a Verizon wireless. Michelle and I both got our brand new Pixel 10 Pro XLs yesterday.
And you're already receiving spoof calls from people that have abducted Chloe up in Con.
No, I'm not. So
I have your daughter. Enjoy your new phone.
Yeah.
Save my number.
Please stop it.
We'd say, go ahead, pay for everything she needs. Go,
Yeah,
go right ahead.
honestly, I think I'm worth more dead. So my wife would be like, you know what?
Do you have life insurance?
Take him. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. It's term. It's coming up.
Oh, no.
I think it expires this year.
Yeah, all right. So
I don't think I'm going to get
how much is your life
I
insurance?
think $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million, really?
Yeah, but it's and it's
You know what? Your renewal's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I remember I had $3 million.
Yeah.
So I had a $3 million policy, and the last one came up about 3 years ago. So I had it for years, and I was paying for $3 million of life insurance. I was paying, I think on the lowest, I was paying about $1,800 a year. And I think the last one, I think I maxed out. The last one that expired about 3 years ago, $3 million, I was paying, I think, $2,600 a year. Not bad. $2,600 a year, $3 million in life insurance. My renewal that came up, it jumped to like $12,000
a year.
Yeah.
12 grand. Like, no thanks.
Yeah.
What are you paying now, Fester?
So
I think it's maybe $1,300 a year.
Yeah.
For $1 million?
But I got another year left.
Yeah.
After next
All right.
year, then I'm
Yeah.
out. And
Yeah,
then
well,
my renewal is going to be like quadruple,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, yeah, just kill me.
Guess
Not worth
what?
it.
So I'm out. I wasn't paying 12 grand
Yeah.
a year for, life insurance. And, at this point, I don't think that.
But it's only term.
yeah,
It's
but-
a 10-year term.
Yeah, but I don't think exactly. It was a 10-year term.
Yeah.
But I don't think at this point in our life, Michelle really needs the money anyway. So So I opted out. But I think, wait a minute, I think we get free life insurance. Don't we get like some chintzy, cheap ass, like life insurance just through our company? If I die, I think Michelle gets like 20 grand or something.
It's a small, very small policy.
Yeah.
I think it's like double if you die, if you get dismembered.
Yeah.
There's like double indemnity if you if you lose your wiener during your.
Seriously, there's some morbid crap. It's like if you lose an arm, you get another $5,000.
So plan your death wisely.
Dismemberment insurance.
It's death and dismemberment. So either you die or you lose a body part, you get paid.
All right, 7:21 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, and we're loaded. We're slammed. It's a Friday. I've got so much great stuff, including, we got a husband that's in trouble. A husband is at a restaurant dining with his wife and gets caught doing something that then makes its way onto social media, and then the story explodes. What was the husband doing at dinner while he was sitting across from his wife that somebody else captured? Hang on. First up, next, and a lot more on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. If you have an air conditioning issue, you call Plan B Air Conditioning. Let me tell you about my recent experience with Plan B. So not only does Plan B advertise on the MJ Morning Show, I use Plan B Air Conditioning at my house. So I've got multiple air conditioning units and zones in my house, and one died. And it was not worth repairing. It was like a 10-year-old carrier system. It was 11 years. It was out of warranty. None of the parts were under warranty. It was going to be just expensive as hell to fix. Plan B said, "Hey, why don't you try Daikin?" So Kenny's the owner of Plan B Air Conditioning, and he's like, "Man, these Daikin units, 12-year parts warranty, best in the business. They're South Korean, the biggest manufacturer of air conditioners in the world, Daikin." And he says, "This is what I'm putting in my house." So listen, if the owner of Plan B is putting this in his house and he has an option to put anything in, that tells me a lot. I put the Daikin in, it's fantastic. So if you need a new air conditioning unit, you call Plan B Air Conditioning. If you need any kind of service, if the AC is just busted, you want a trustworthy company, Plan B Air Conditioning. Tell them MJ sent you and get 10% off. PlanBAirConditioning.com, 813-PLAN-BAC. What about your roof? You got a roof problem. Don't delay. If you have a leak, if you have any kind of abnormality in your roof, if you wait, it could get worse and cost you more. Get it taken care of right now. There is absolutely residual hurricane damage out there. We've had some very, very rainy days and weeks around here. If you have a leak issue, let's say you just need a new roof, you call Westfall. So Westfall has done work at my house. You can trust Westfall. This is a company that's been around since 1989. They've got the best crews. They've got the best training. They use the best materials. Their customers are remarkably satisfied. High ratings on the Googles. It's westfallroofing.com. Again, don't wait. If you have a roofing issue, if you have a concern, call Westfall. Let them come out and look at it. You can trust them, folks. Westfallroofing.com. Call them up and tell them MJ sent you. Westfallroofing.com. 724 traffic's on. MJ Morning Show back in mere moments. Don't move. should have used
Busted.
because that's what happened to the guy. This dude was
Busted.
Yeah, busted. Wow. Husband caught doing something at dinner. If I were just to give you these clues, so husband is at dinner with his wife.
Yes.
They're at a two-top. They're at a restaurant. And they're sitting across from each other. So a lot of times, Michelle, what do we like to do at restaurants?
No, it's what do you like to do?
Yeah, so creepy.
Oh, jeez, really?
I feel a way about people like you.
Okay, I'm just gonna say
It's
you
not-
make the kids move. Like if we go to a restaurant, we sit down, and I'll sit down, and one of the kids will sit next to me. He literally comes up next to them, behind them, and it's like, "Can you move? Let me sit next to mom.
Yeah,
I want to sit next to mom."
SSSers, I think are
What? SS what?
SSSers, which is what you are.
Same side sitter.
Same side sitters are.
I never heard of this. SS. You just make that up?
It maybe, but it fits.
All right.
I think you're terrible people and weird.
Oh,
Same side sitters are weird.
Same side sitters. If we're at a restaurant and let's say the against the walls like a booth seating or bench seating, and then across is just a regular chair. And if it's a bigger enough table, sitting right next to each other, you got a problem with that?
Are you qualifying it for that only example, or do you do it all the time?
Well, that's a good visual example.
It's an average example.
That's a good example.
Mediocre
So yeah,
at
I like to sit next to Michelle. Now,
You be bumping elbows.
with that said, listen to what this husband did.
Yeah, well, how do you get caught?
So they're at a two-top. They're at a restaurant. It looked like a nice restaurant. It looked like it was a nice white tablecloth and everything. And wife is sitting across from him. He is on his cell phone texting and messaging with another woman.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
And somebody caught them. This opens up a whole other avenue. Have you ever seen somebody texting and you turn on your camera and you zoom in to get a snap to see what they're texting?
No.
No. I've never done that.
I've done that once or
But
twice.
I was going to say, the way you describe it makes it sound like you've done it.
Well,
What kind of creepy
Yeah.
sleuth work are you doing on the side?
Yeah. Really?
Listen to this. So this long married couple, this is now a viral video online. I love you, my beautiful. I love you with all my heart. That's what the husband, texted to someone else as he's sitting across from his wife at dinner, and somebody at an adjacent table caught this, took a picture. Now the whole damn thing, the whole video's gone viral here. Wow. The wife's daughter became aware of the video because it went online and revealed that the man had been using a chat platform, Wing Talks. I've never heard of this.
There's so many platforms out there to communicate on. It's hard to keep track of.
What
them.
the? Can you look this up? What the hell is Wing Talks? So that's the platform. They've been married for 17 years. Fester, can you please look up Wing Talks?
I'm looking at it. Wing Talks.
Look on the computer in front of me so I can see it.
Oh.
What is Wing Talks?
Oh, what is it?
I think it's not just like a chatting platform.
Is it like a cheating?
Experience-
Is it a cheating
yeah.
platform?
Experience the people magic for yourself.
Oh.
Social discovery platform for conversation seekers.
Oh, the people magic.
I'm not sure what all that means.
Sociable singles go to Wing Talk.
Busted. I mean,
Wings Talk.
and
Wing Talk.
the image that the person that videoed this originally, the image that they got on the zoom in, it is. I'll hold this up. I'm going to hold this up to MJTV right now. Look how close they got, Michelle.
You can
look at
zoom
this.
into a phone.
Oh, I know.
Ooh.
But I mean, this is how close the adjacent table, the person that said, they're on a chatting platform. Let me see what they're doing. I mean, that's a nosy SOB.
All right, so I'm creating a Wings Talks account for you. So you're a male. What's your feeling today? What's your mood today? You happy, neutral, sad, angry, in love, nervous? What are you?
I'm nervous.
Nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm a nervous
You're
wreck.
nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous wreck.
Your age.
Yeah.
What
What's
is
your
name?
Spanky.
Spanky. Spanky. Continue. What's your email? Spanky@spanky.com.
SpankyCrotch@gmail.com.
Oh,
All right.
Spanky.
Gross.
All right, I'm going to get you registered, and you can communicate to Michelle off of Wings Talk.
I don't need to
no,
communicate.
I would have to be on there too.
I don't need to, first of all, it's not Wings Talk. It's Wing Talk. It's like Wing Stop. It's not Wings Stop. It's Wing Stop.
That makes no sense.
It's called
Yeah.
it's Wing Talk.
All
no,
right.
it's Wing Talks. So
Yeah.
so the S is at the end of Talk. So
Yes.
it's Wing Talks. Is that what I said originally?
I don't know.
It's a browser-based
yeah.
online communication platform
Wing
aimed
Talk.
at connecting people globally.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he
guess
likely
what?
met this other woman on this platform.
And guess what? He's probably communicating with some scam guy in Indonesia that's pretending to be a woman, and next is going to send her money or
So
send him
apparently
money.
There's money involved. Like, I
Yeah.
found a Reddit thread where,
Are you sure you found a
Yeah.
Wing Talk scam now?
I mean, I haven't read into this long post, but
Right.
people are saying you have to give card information and to communicate, they bill you accordingly, and it's probably a person in Indonesia.
So here's the deal. So digging a little deeper,
Yeah.
the platform is used for dating, networking, and socializing. Critics of the Wing Talks platform suggest it targets boomers and inundates new users with messages from illegitimate profiles run by bots, only to scam people out of money via complex paywalls. So, my initial thought is accurate. That was this guy even communicating with, somebody who was a real person or just some bot or, some boiler room, pig butchering operation out of, the Philippines or India, Wow.
Poor bastard.
Anyway, guy was busted. I don't know the status of their relationship at this point. But oopsies, right?
Did he even get 2 appetizers? You've been enjoying the word oopsies a lot.
I like oopsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just kind of crutching on oopsies all of a sudden.
I don't know why either.
7:36 MJ Morning Show. 1 hour, 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ is on. And as always, I appreciate you spreading the word. So if you're a kid, if you're going to school right now, mom, dad driving to school or whatever, and you're listening to the MJ Morning Show, do me a favor. I've got a favor to ask of all the students that are listening right now on the way to school. Tell your other friends, hey, I listen to the MJ Morning Show with Fester and Michelle and MJ. I love it. You ought to check it out also. So tell your other friends to, have mom, dad put on the MJ Morning Show in the car on the way to school, and that they'll love the show too. So I would appreciate you helping be an MJ Morning Show ambassador and spreading the word about the MJ Morning Show. And remember to tell them it's on 104.7 FM.
Yeah.
104.7 FM.
Don't leave that part out.
The MJ Morning Show.
And then tell your friends not to do drugs.
All right. So I'm out $90 now with Zippo to show for it. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. I am out $90. I mean, I might as well have just peed on it and flushed it down the toilet. $90. So I think you know what I'm talking about. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, $90 down the turlet.
Yeah, but now it's almost serious money.
But well, it was. I started playing when it was like $600 million. Of course, I'm talking about Powerball.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
I didn't think about Powerball since the first of the year, since last year. I have not purchased a Powerball ticket since probably last December. I think was the last big jackpot. I did nothing, and then as soon as this thing hit like $600 million, I'm like, all righty, dude. You are audibly yawning on the air these days.
Okay, yeah. So
So
people yawn in the morning.
The Powerball jackpot is up to $950 million for the drawing, which will happen on Saturday. So tomorrow night, $950 million. If there's not a winner on Saturday night, it's clearly going over $1 billion. So what about my 3-time losing deal? So and I'm talking about no winners. I mean, usually if I'm buying 3 different drawings and I'm buying 10 tickets at a time. So here's the math. So I typically with Powerball, I'll buy 10 quick picks with the Power Play. So it's $3 a ticket. 10 games is $30. So I've got 3, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, $30 a pop, $90 pissed away. I mean, not even like a $3 winner, nothing.
Did you get
Just-
any kind of joy out of it?
No,
Any
I
kind of
no,
excitement
I
knowing
did.
that you're in it?
I did not. You know
No,
what?
because you know what? He doesn't even watch the drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to watch the drawing. I'll check, the next day, I go to the supermarket and I'll scan it in the laser deal. All right, but guess what? I would have gotten more joy, Fester, probably with lighting a 20 and a 10 on fire 3 days in a row.
That would be,
three.
that'd be a video on Instagram I'd watch.
Well, I did. I think I did.
The $100 bill.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
it's on my Instagram. But it was one of those fake $100 bills.
So,
but it looks real.
I'll tell you, yesterday there were 6 match 5 winners.
Yeah, those are $2 million winners.
There's $1 million winners and $2 million winners if you have the power play.
Yeah, so Wednesday, match 5. So 5 numbers with power play. You had 3 $2 million winners in Mississippi, Ohio, and Virginia. And match 5 $1 million winners without the power play. Those winners were in Arizona, New York, and Virginia.
So because there's more of these winners, you can tell there's more people in the pool, and they're going to hit that Powerball, and this might be the week.
All right, so am I going to drop another $30, and then I'll be up to what? I'll be up to $120 of pissed away money. I'll probably buy another $30 set of 10 games for Saturday's jackpot.
And then I got to go buy mine.
No, we'll do it together.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
No.
Oh, Fester, can you give Michelle a ride home today?
Give her a ride anytime she likes.
All right. You're not going to go with me?
Well, I just don't want to run a bunch of errands after
There's
this.
2 errands. After the show, there's 2 errands.
I'm going home.
I've got to go pick up 2 Steel 80 scuba tanks at Tackle Shack. And then we got to go pick up our kids' glasses from Linda at Distant Optical.
Oh, I thought you were going to go home and get him and then go.
No. I'm just going to go pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah, he was going to come in today but didn't. So you won't. Do you need Fester to bring you home today after the show?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Let's go.
You have to ride. You can't ride in the front seat because the seatbelt's broken.
That's fine.
You have to
That's
ride in the
even
back
better.
seat like he's a chauffeur.
Okay.
Seriously, you got to driving Miss Michelle.
Does your
right
radio
now.
work?
There's a radio.
Hold on, you're really gonna split for me and let Fester? You're not gonna go with me to run 2 little errands after the show?
No.
Tackle Shack, and then over to Distant Optical.
No.
Come on.
No.
Ooh, you know what I got?
What?
Cigars.
All right.
I'll drop her off.
Fun
Smelling all
ride.
smoky.
I thought you were gonna say you're
I'll
gonna
give
give
her
Michelle a cigar to
I will.
smoke in the back seat.
I got more than a couple in there.
Hey, Michelle,
Yeah.
when you're in the back seat of Fester's car after
Yeah.
the show today, as he drives you home.
With the windows down.
Windows down.
I want you to look at all the cigar burns in the roof liner.
Yeah.
And
All right.
I have a big cigar burn in what's that called? The A pillar? The one that holds up your...
Yeah, the A pillar is the one just in front of you to the left. That's the borders the windshield. That's the A pillar.
I was smoking a Churchill, which is the really long cigars, and I had to make a U-turn,
Oh, my
and the
God.
ash just swiped across the felt
All right.
and left a
Oh.
big singe mark right in it.
Fester.
We've all heard of the Sunday scaries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We're not going to have them this week.
Nope.
All right, so the Sunday scaries, because everyone's pretty much off on Monday for Labor Day coming up, but there's not only the Sunday scaries. Do you know that there's a month scary too?
A month?
Yeah.
scary?
So we know about the Sunday scaries, and that's like Sunday afternoon, you start getting that feeling, oh no, I got to go back to school, I got to go back to work. You get anxiety. It's called the Sunday scaries, which, listen, people whip themselves into psychological frenzies that I don't understand. But aside from a particular day of the week, I've just now been apprised that there's a whole month of scaries.
I could think of, well,
What do you think it is?
I would think there's 2 months that I think don't give me anxiety, but I think more about.
Just spit it out.
Is it December and January?
No, it's not. Neither.
I mean, with the holidays coming up.
No, I said no.
I'm just telling you what my thinking was.
It's right now.
This month?
August scaries.
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Because summer's ending and it's
Yeah.
going to be cold.
Exactly. Summer ending, going back to school.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
This is like that TV show Alaska's Last Frontier, where they're preparing for winter all summer long. Hey.
What is it that we have to invent crap to be like, psychological nervous wrecks over, What is this crap? Why do we just come up with things to bog us down and give us conditions
That
and
doesn't
syndromes?
That doesn't apply in Florida. I'm not worried about winter coming.
Yeah.
The August scary. So add that to your lexicon.
What's so scary?
Of crap.
Where'd you get that from? Where would you get that from the New York Post?
Is that a teacher's
Hold on,
thing?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
No, this came from it did not come from the New York
The
Post.
reason why I say that is because schools in the Northeast a lot of them start after Labor Day.
Yeah.
I know schools in Michigan start after Labor Day. So, you know.
Hey, when I was a kid, before we moved to Virginia Beach, I moved in the middle of 5th grade, and we started elementary school right after Labor Day. It was like Tuesday after Labor Day. All right, speaking of school, oh, boy. This is Jacksonville. Oh, hey, Andrew wants me to take a call. What line? You got 19 lines going here. All right, hang on a minute. Cass?
what are we doing?
Cass and his son Will are on line 5.
Okay.
Andrew says grab the call. Hi, Cass and son Will. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. What can I do for you this morning?
Hi, guys. We love your show. We listen to you every morning on the way into school with
Awesome.
my son Will.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we really enjoy it. We saw something yesterday, and he wanted to ask you what you thought about it, what we saw.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So,
Loud.
so during the morning.
Well, Dad, you can't jam on the accelerator while your son is talking. The engine's drowning him out.
I'm sorry, man. It's a loud car.
All right.
That's a real schmuck move there, Dad.
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead. Will, go ahead.
So in the morning.
Hey,
Hold on,
Dad, stop it. Stop making the noise. All right, Will.
Let me put him on this.
As loud as you
Let me
can,
put him
Will.
on this.
All right, put him on the
Let's put him
regular.
on the phone.
All right, put him on the regular phone.
All right. So anyway, so the question was that we had seen a lady with her dog's head. She was driving to school. The dog's head out the window.
Yep.
And my son and I were having a discussion of whether or not that would be. Because if she gets in an accident, we feel bad for the pet. And we didn't know what your thoughts were about it, but we thought we were listening to you guys as we were riding along. We wanted to know what your thoughts were.
All right, this is unbelievable. Michelle, what happened yesterday?
Okay, so Will, let me tell you, we were leaving work.
Yep.
And we got to the stoplight, and there was a lady sitting next to us who had a dog sitting on her lap.
Will,
she was going to help start driving the car.
Will, you're reading our minds. This happened to us yesterday. We're pulling out of the complex. We're on 4th Street. We're at the light at 4th and Gandy, right in front of the mobile station, heading toward 275. And literally a woman next to us had a dog in her lap. And I said to Michelle, I'm like, what happens if the dog gets in the way of her having to turn the wheel? What if there's an accident, the airbag goes off and snaps? And this is like a little Yorkie. This would splatter the dog in this woman's face like a bug on a windshield if the airbag went off. I can't believe you guys are calling about this today when Michelle and I had the exact discussion yesterday right after the show.
So what do you think?
Yeah, we probably saw the same person, right?
Yeah.
No, so what did you think, buddy? What did you think?
I do not think of how much.
You got to speak up.
I do not think of how much the dog has danger for,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on board with you. We said that, we thought the dog, if you're going to have it poking its head out the windows, you need to be stationary and maybe not moving. It's
all right, so you saw the dog. The dog was in the back or the passenger side? We saw a dog in the freaking lap of the woman driving, and that drives me nuts.
Well, I think she actually had 2 dogs. They were smaller dogs, but they were going back and forth between the windows. So they were just kind of running around, freely within the car.
Yeah, you probably need to restrain your dog.
Well, you know what? This is the thing. We think like, oh, our dogs are so cute. They can just ride on the lap and, be in the car. But the vet was the one who said to me, your dog needs to be restrained in the car for their own safety because if you slam on the brakes or something happens, but also in the event of an accident. And then if you don't have your dog restrained, they can get out and then be running around in traffic and cause more of an accident and an injury to other people. So after that, what do? We crate our dogs whenever we go in the car.
So we have crates. We have 2 little crates, and we put the dogs in the crates in the vehicle. But also, this brings up something else that I remember, a story from a long time ago, that if you're the driver of a car and you have passengers, you need to make sure your passengers are wearing their seatbelts, because if there's a car accident, your passenger could become a flying 150-pound, or in Fester's case, a 350-pound projectile that can just hit you like a ton of bricks. So if you have unrestrained passengers, they could be a danger to you. If there's an accident, they could hit you as their body flings into you at high speed.
What if they're dressed in a dog costume and they're unrestrained? And the two of you nerds can talk about pet safety endlessly and consult the 15-year-old over there.
And they're on their way to a furry convention.
Yeah. Let's say a bunch of guys are in furry outfits, and one of them's on another dude's lap. And then, Will, you drop your son off, and there's this dude on another dude's lap, and they're both in dog costumes.
Yeah, restrain your dogs. Listen,
and you rev your engine taking off.
All right, guys. Hey, Will, go ahead.
Can we shout out to his school?
Yeah, go ahead.
And everybody there?
Yeah, what school?
Go ahead, buddy. What?
Kirkland Ranch TA.
Hey, Dad. He's not very audible. Dad,
I love you throwing the mic to your kid, but it's not working for us.
Dad, go ahead and mention the school. You're much clearer.
Okay, it is Kirkland Ranch Academy of Innovation here in Wesley Chapel. So he's in the 5th grade.
Awesome.
So he wanted to shout out to all his friends.
Sounds like he's in the vet program over there.
Tell all his friends to make sure they listen to the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM Q105, right?
Of course, guys. You
Thank
guys
you,
have
man.
a fantastic weekend. Thank you again.
All right,
you too. Thanks for calling in.
So,
Thanks for listening. Awesome.
This isn't going to turn into like an MJ AMA.
What?
An MJ? You don't know what the AMAs are?
The American Medical Association?
No,
No.
nerd.
What?
Yeah.
No. And I think this is a decent
American Music Awards?
Again, way off base.
I just explained this to you the other day.
What, AMA?
Yes.
I think I even pitched you MJ AMAs before, and you kind of poo-pooed me.
What?
Yeah.
MJ, ask me anything.
Oh, ask me anything.
Ask me anything. I mean, this guy calls in out of the blue. Oh, yeah. How do you feel about pets?
We've done
unrestrained.
We've done that in the past. Years ago, we did Ask MJ Anything.
Okay, great.
On my Schnitt show years ago, I did Ask Schnitt Anything.
Yeah, I probably have new questions since the Obama administration.
Yeah, Glenn Beck ripped that off from me.
Then,
Yeah. All right. 7:51 at the MJ Morning Show.
Okay.
As an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ rolls on. Hey, I was starting to get into a school story, and then we took the call from the dad taking the kid to school. Look, all the phones are ringing.
People want to talk about unrestrained dogs?
Andrew, what are all these calls for? Are these... hang on.
Or do they just want to give shout-outs to their schools?
Just bring up the phone screener.
Let's go.
In the new studio, Fester, I've asked to have like a dedicated phone screener.
Yeah, we need a dedicated phone screen monitor.
Am I grabbing any of these calls or just moving on?
You know what Max said when I talked to him about the...
No, it's not Max. Our engineer is now called HBO Max.
Do you know what he said?
I've renamed him.
When I asked him about a dedicated screen just for our phones?
What?
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to hook it up over here and run the wire.
Hang on.
I mean, we can get to it, but
let me grab
it
Josephine.
might take some time. MJ.
Josephine in Land O'Lakes. Hello, Josephine. MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Good morning. So I was driving down 75, and there was a dog in the middle of the intersection. So I proceeded to stop, and I retrieved the dog. And come to find out, the family was in a car accident, and the dog went through the windshield.
Oh, my God. Holy frig.
Yes. So what happened was the tag that was on the dog's collar, it was a family from, I think, New Hampshire or Maine.
Josephine, when was this? How long ago? When was it?
This was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
And where did it happen?
In Fort Myers, in the middle of 75.
Wow.
And the dog kept going back to the middle of 75.
All right, so wait a minute. Where was the car wreck? Did you see an overturned, smashed car? Where was it in proximity? So where'd the dog come from?
The dog kept going back to the crash site because he was waiting for his parents to take him.
Oh, my God. So you're telling me that the accident was cleared, the dog got away, and what, hours or days later, the dog kept going back to the middle of I-75?
Yes, and the dog catcher said they were trying to get the dog, but since I have this thing with dogs.
Did the family survive? Did the family get reunited with their dog?
Yes, after they got out of the hospital.
Oh, my God.
The Fort Myers pound kept the this pit bull until the family was able to retrieve him after the hospitalization.
My God, what a crazy story. All right, Josephine, thanks for calling
So,
in.
if you choose not to I guess, restrain your dog,
Right.
your dog's going to go through the windshield, and possibly you may run him over.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
Maybe.
let this dog-
It's on the table.
Holy crap. Josephine, what a call. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. Bye now.
All right, one more call. Shane in Orlando, I guess, wants to talk about furry conventions.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
Shane, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hello and good morning, MJ. How you doing?
Well, go ahead. What's up?
Well, I got you calling. Me and my passenger out. We're on our way actually to a convention called Megaplex in Orlando.
Really? Is it a furry convention?
Yes. An actual furry convention. It's Florida's largest furry convention, and it's
Florida's largest furry convention. You got to see it.
You gotta
go. Florida's favorite furry show.
Megaplex in Orlando?
yes. And
Oh,
we
dude. You just type in Megaplex into Google, first thing, Megaplex.
Oh, my God.
Florida Sun, furry fun.
Are you Shane? What are you going as? Are you a furry?
I actually am. I am a gray wolf.
You're a gray wolf.
Dude, we just talked about dogs.
Yes. And the funny part is, I'm actually driving in my suit from St. Pete to Orlando, and I'm currently just got to Orlando.
So you're driving in your furry suit while you're driving.
Yes.
This is like Dumb and Dumber with
So
the,
what
when
is-
they're dressed, in the dog car.
That's a dog car.
Yeah.
He's dog outfit.
Yeah, I know.
What is your partner dressed as?
Good question.
He doesn't have his suit on yet.
But what is he?
What does he identify as?
He says a dragon bunny.
A dragon bunny. All right. Well, guys, listen.
Well,
You guys have a hell of a good time at the Megaplex House of Pounds Furry Convention in Orlando, the 30th through September 1st.
Boy, I'll tell you right now, at the Hyatt Regency International on International Drive.
It's tomorrow, so it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep. And if you're a fan of like 80s and 90s cartoons, you should see who our guest of honor is.
Who's that?
Who?
Charlie Atler, who does like the voice of like Cow and Chicken, the big red guy, and also for all your fans of like the Real Monsters, he did a couple voices from there also. And Buster Bunny.
Oh,
and Buster Bunny?
Oh, I can see why you guys are obviously really thrilled to meet that guy. And what's he going to be dressed as?
Zoink, Scoob! They're heading to the furry convention! Oh! All right. Guys.
I want a Scooby snack.
Hey, guys, have fun. Thanks for calling.
You too. Have fun.
Hey, what are the freaking odds? I make a furry joke, and there's really a furry convention in Orlando for 3 days this weekend, and we got 2 listeners on the way in the car to the convention listening.
One of them in costume.
And one in a wolf outfit as he's driving. That's crazy.
Take some pictures, dude. Send them over.
So let me get back where I was headed. I was headed to this school story, and I'm hoping that some kids are still in the car on the way to school.
No, we freaked them out with the furry talk.
Yeah. This is out of Jacksonville. Mother plans to file lawsuit and press charges after teacher body slams the school student while playing musical chairs. I'm thinking this teacher is way too into the musical chairs if you're body slamming a kid as you're trying to get to the chair before the music stops.
Have you ever seen videos online of like pep rally musical chairs? They get pretty combative.
I'll tell you what. You know how they have like adult dodgeball?
Yeah.
We ought to start like adult musical chair league where like anything goes and it's just violent. It is just nasty. It's like steel caged UFC of musical chairs. Is that done?
You want to think about a fun game that hasn't aged well? It's musical chairs. They should stop playing that.
But seriously, does anyone do like a
competitive musical chairs?
Yeah, that's what I'm a competitive, crazed musical chairs. Hey, you had a movie called Dodgeball. Why don't you do a movie like musical chairs?
Make it as big a mockumentary as anything.
Just make it just insane.
All right, so I'm on.
Yes, Michelle.
Yeah, competitive musical chairs.
It exists.
Musical chairs world championship. There's a video from like 13 years ago.
Get out of here.
First thing that pops up into Google is these look like a bunch of yokels though. We need a bunch of yoked up Big look like linebacker looking, bunch of Levante David looking.
All right, so this
guys just playing.
This is out of Jacksonville. The mother of a West Side high school student who was body slammed by a teacher while playing musical chairs said she plans to file a lawsuit and press charges against those involved.
Whatever.
Joanna Milliken told News 4 Jax she's retained legal counsel after her daughter, 16-year-old Nyla Milliken, suffered a concussion and bruised ribs when a male teacher slammed her to the ground during the last round of musical chairs at a pep rally last Friday, a week ago.
I'm telling you, at these pep rallies, they have these musical chairs.
What the hell?
Yeah.
A male teacher picking up and body slamming a 16-year-old girl at a high school pep rally musical chairs deal? That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Scoob.
That's not a good idea. I've seen videos online of just kids getting Uber, especially the last 2 or 3.
Are you ready for the lawyer? The lawyer says we've been retained by both Nyla and her mother, Joanna, to conduct an investigation into what occurred at the school. From the video, the incident should not have occurred. The teacher should never have put his hands on her and taken her to the ground. She has been injured. We're going to continue to work with the family and we'll take appropriate actions, according to attorney Gary Englander.
Here's the video.
This
student
I bring
is
this up.
Big.
Oh my!
Bigger.
Start from the beginning.
All right, hold on.
News 4. How did this not make news here locally? I didn't see this on any of our local channels.
Because in Tampa Bay, musical chairs doesn't come first.
I don't.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Musical chairs on your side. I'd hit it. Go ahead.
Eye on musical chairs.
I hit it.
A mom demanding answers after musical chairs between a West Side high school student and the teacher ended with a trip to the hospital. The West Side High School mother is asking for accountability after she says her daughter was injured when she was thrown to the ground by a teacher in the middle of a crowded pep rally last week.
We just learned in the last 2 hours that staff member has since been reassigned. News Redactor reporter John Acebas spoke with the student and takes a closer look.
Did that reporter have a stutter?
I don't know. They're both kind of light.
Last week.
We just learned in the last 2 hours that staff member has
Stutter.
since been reassigned. News Redactor reporter John Acebas spoke with the student and takes a closer look at the video.
This is the video that we've seen on social media. The student and this gentleman walking around the chair.
He's showing
Music
it off
ends.
his phone.
Yeah.
She gets in it. And then she gets thrown out. Her shoe
taken to
actually
the
gets
ground.
knocked off. This was at West Side High School during a pep rally on Friday.
Oh my God.
Head injury, concussions.
16-year-old Nyla Milliken.
It is violent. There's one chair left, and the teacher and the student are vying for this one chair, and the teacher is a big teacher.
And he drop legs her.
Tackles her and shoves her on the hard wood on the basketball court floor.
Why are they blurring his face?
I mean,
he did it. He's an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the news channel blurring faces. How about you let the kid win?
Yeah.
Teacher.
What's in it for him to win?
Oh. And he's running around all triumphantly.
It's
That's
crazy. bizarre.
I'm sorry. That's just really bizarre.
But if you look, you can see that.
He bumped somebody else out of a chair too, or previously.
And look, when there was like 6 chairs left, he's flexing and he's
flaring
he's taunting.
He's like feather puffing.
Oh yeah. You know.
Oh yeah.
He's weirdly into this
this teacher.
musical chair.
I mean, he got caught up and
moving along. Fester.
What?
Folks, if you want to do a search just do a Google search, Jacksonville High School musical chairs.
Yeah.
And you got to watch the video. The
And
video, it'll come up.
You can hear the stuttering anchor.
Hey, Fester.
Yes.
Do you think naked yoga would boost your confidence?
No, I don't.
I just read a whole story on essence.com that is naked yoga the confidence boost that you need. And you didn't know you needed until I'm telling you right now that Fester maybe should try naked yoga.
Do you do it by yourself or do you do it with others? Because, I don't want to be behind anybody on the downward dog, if you know what I mean. Well, maybe not anybody.
I
Actually,
don't know.
there's some people I wouldn't mind being behind.
I don't
Allison.
know. What do you mean? So you're behind someone? What's the joke here? What's the joke on being behind someone on the downward dog?
Oh, well, the joke is, big face of ass gas just coming right at you.
Stop.
I don't need that at all.
Anyway, I'm not going to go into any more depth, but
I thought goat yoga was weird, but naked yoga takes it one step further.
I think you do it by yourself. I don't know if there are any naked yoga. Hey, look up naked yoga classes, Michelle. See what comes up in the Googles.
Oh, I found a Groupon for one. You buy one, you get two free.
Oh, look, it's on South McDill.
Introductory offers.
Naked yoga. All right, we've got to talk about Michellephant. I can't believe I never thought of this. I mentioned this at like 6 o'clock this morning when we were starting the show. I'm like, man, I got an elephant story. Michelle loves elephants. Michelle will spend hours scrolling on her phone, and you got your brand new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL yesterday, all set up. Got a better refresh rate, better looking screen, higher nit. All right, so you can like spend more time scrolling elephants on your phone. What is it with you and elephants?
They're just amazing creatures, and we saw them in Africa.
Yeah, when Michelle, just before kids, Michelle and I were in Kenya, and we were in Amboseli National Park in southeastern Kenya, and we were in Land Rover, open Land Rover. And do you remember we were surrounded by how many elephants?
I couldn't.
From little bitty babies to like the grand poobahs,
The grand poop.
The big giant elephant. I mean, we were surrounded by a couple of dozen elephants in the middle of nowhere. It was phenomenal. Anyway, Michelle loves elephants, and I'm like, this suddenly hit me. So I have an elephant story, which is just going to take 30 seconds. But this hit me for whatever. Michelle loves elephants. Why the hell have I never called her Michellephant? And then Fester makes an awful, terrible joke this morning.
It sounds like a dig name on a big Michelle.
If you have a larger plus-size Michelle, please don't listen to Fester, a plus-size male. Do not call anyone Michellephant.
Yes, our whole tribe would turn against you.
So the reason why I'm bringing up elephants, and I showed this to Michelle last night, she's like, oh, no. There's a guy caught on video and on still pictures. The guy's drinking a can of beer, and this is in Kenya. And the next thing you know, he's close to an elephant, and the elephant puts out his trunk, and the guy starts pouring the beer down the elephant trunk. Are you laughing over there?
I think it's hysterical.
Michelle, would you like to weigh in on this?
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, that poor elephant. What if he gets drunk?
A beer is going to get an elephant drunk.
I don't know.
An elephant can drink a keg of beer and not get drunk. And he probably loves it.
No, he's not going to like that.
The elephant put out its trunk, and the guy's pouring. Hey, hold my beer.
Yeah.
The guy's pouring the beer down the elephant's trunk snout.
Yeah. Elephant drinks filthy pond water all day. Beer's great.
What's the difference between drinking filthy pond water and, let's say, Natty Light?
A couple of these brands is not much.
That's pretty close, right?
Okay.
Let's do a taste test. What do you like? Oh, this is better. Oh, you picked the pond water.
We've secretly replaced the elephant's pond water.
All right, so Michelle was horrified. All right, you ready for the next? You ready for the next thing we need to be worried about?
What?
We've heard about the ingestion of microplastics.
Yes.
And how we can't anymore use plastic cutting boards. The microplastics. What is the story? That is it a month or a year that we ingest like enough plastic that is like the area of like a credit card?
I thought it was pretty frequently, like monthly.
Mm-hmm.
It might be once a month we ingest enough plastic to resemble a credit card or whatever. So that's the ingestion of microplastics. Guess what we now have to worry about?
Macroplastics?
No. No. What? The story is now that we humans inhale as much as 68,000 microplastic particles daily. What?
Okay, so I mean,
so now it's the inhalation. We could be breathing in 68. First of all, how do you come up with that number? 1, 2, 3. I mean, come on.
All right.
Every breath people take in their homes or car probably contains significant amounts of microplastics small enough to burrow deep into lungs, a new peer-reviewed research project finds, bringing into focus a little understood route of exposure and health threat. The study published in the journal PLOS One, PLOS, estimates humans can inhale as much as 68,000 tiny plastic particles daily. Previous studies, Fester, have identified larger pieces of airborne microplastics, but those are not as much of a health threat because they don't hang in the air as long. What?
Because they're heavier, they sink down to the bottom?
That sounds like makes
I don't
sense to
know.
me.
But then when you kick them up every time you run, I mean, MJ, if you look at anything under a microscope, there's, growth on it and stuff on your skin.
That's
and
insane.
There's particles of everything floating in the air between us right now.
So little itty bitty pieces of plastic are floating around us right now,
Yes.
and we're breathing them in every time we take a breath?
That's apparently what's going on.
Okay. If I can't see it, then, never
Listen
mind.
Listen to Michelle subscribing to a farmer of 1870 medical science. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
I've got two videos that you've got to see. And Andrew has put these up on our website at mjmorningshow.com.
Ooh, I haven't been to that site in a
So tell me if corporate's fixed our site, because it looks like a 4-year-old did it.
Nope. Why do we have this picture with this verbiage up here?
And the verbiage is even cut off. I mean, it just
This is
everything
so
everything is
bad.
everything on our website. It's so Mickey Mouse. You know what? I don't want to insult Mickey Mouse.
That's not the name of the show. It's not even a hot link to what
know.
it says.
I gotta get this taken care of.
So bad.
I know.
It's such a good picture of Michelle.
All right, I'm going to get this taken care of. Anyway, folks, I apologize for our website, which looks like ass. All right? It's terrible looking ass, by the way.
It's like we lost a bet. It's like they're trying to punish us.
Yes.
So I got two videos, and
Yeah.
the links are posted on mjmorningshow.com. And if you look for the thing, it says "as heard" on the MJ Morning Show. You can see these things. Fester, you got to bring, with my search terms, bring up this video. Or no, just go to mjmorningshow.com. The link is on our website. Go to mjmorningshow.com. Go to "as heard on," and you've got to watch the video. Michelle, you haven't seen you heard me laughing, didn't you, on the couch last night? Or had you fallen asleep already? Yeah, I think you were sleeping. This is out of Canada, out of Mississauga. Oh, I'm sorry,
Mississauga.
Mississauga. Mississauga.
Yeah, Mississauga.
Yeah, it's Ontario.
Yes.
A car driver backs their vehicle into a metal staircase on the outside of a building, pulls away, detaches the whole metal staircase to the second floor, detaches it from the building, and is driving down the road with the metal staircase attached to their vehicle when cops finally pull them over. Fester, Michelle, you haven't seen this. You've got to see this right there. All right, let this video play. This is unbelievable.
Holy crap.
That's what I'm saying.
That's off a house?
You know what it looks like?
Like a second-story apartment or something?
It might not be high enough for a second story, but it's like in a parking lot. It's a metal framed staircase, with maybe 10 steps up and then a landing. And the person in a parking lot backed into this metal stairway.
It's like a stairway you'd see on a building, but not a house.
It is a welded metal staircase.
Supported with I-beams.
Yeah.
That's really heavy.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Video captures car with metal staircase driving around Mississauga. Woman charged. A driver can be seen cruising throughout Mississauga with a staircase nearly completely covering the car, and the incident was captured on camera. Peel Regional Police said that they were notified of the vehicle on Tuesday afternoon around 3:15. Those who called it to say they spotted the vehicle along Queensway. Following an investigation, officers say the driver had initially backed into a building near Dixie Road, striking the stairs, which broke off and fastened to the car.
This person's just traveling out and about in Ontario.
It looks like they're driving around like an airport stairway.
Yes,
an airport.
Yeah.
An airport. Like what was that? What was that show? Arrested Development. Right. But the whole roof. The trunk, the roof.
The landing covers the whole roof.
It's all smashed in, and the whole stair, like the landing, you're right, it covers the whole roof of the car.
This vehicle can pull up to like a private jet. It's like only 10 feet off the ground, right?
Right.
You know,
like a G6. Oh, my God. This is must-see video, folks. Go to our awful website, mjmorningshow.com. Look for As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Fester, let it play. Because then there's more video of the person actually driving. Look at this thing.
Oh, my. They're in traffic.
In traffic.
Yeah.
Drive. All right, you got to go back and unmute it. Go back and unmute it. Listen. All right, here we go. All right, so this is someone just driving by it, and the whole window's smashed in. Now here they're driving. Listen.
How? This is not safe. What's the license plate? CHRP 229. Like how? That is so bad. Like how?
I mean, I think you have the volume all low, but
do I? I don't even know how to control the volume.
So this is unbelievable video. So following an investigation, officers say the video had initially backed into the building. All right, go ahead. Got it?
Oh, I did have the volume
I
low.
know you did.
You're right.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
How can you drive like this? How? This is not safe. What's the license plate? CHRP 229. Like how? That is so bad. Like how? Just focus on the road.
The video is unbelievable.
She's got an accent on her.
So who backs into a building, detaches a metal staircase, and that doesn't stop and thinks they can just drive around town with this huge... What do you think this thing weighs? 1,000 pounds?
I mean, at least?
Yeah.
At least. I mean, it's welded metal. It might be aluminum. I don't know.
It is welded metal, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. We're not exactly sure what the heck's going on here, said Constable Tyler Bell Morena in the video shared on Instagram, commenting on the driver's motive to continue driving.
Were they trying to get somewhere? Were they trying to avoid something?
Take some back roads.
A 22-year-old, you would think this might be like a 90-year-old woman or something. No, it's a 22-year-old woman from Woodbridge, Ontario, Canada, charged with careless driving. And there might be additional charges. Like, is it theft?
Was she scared?
I don't
know. Right. Sometimes something happens, you just get me out of here.
I don't know. That's unbelievable. All right, and the second thing, Fester's already laughing. Fester's already laughing at the second thing. All right, so
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click it.
All right, so that's the second thing that Fester's already jumping the gun and laughing at. There's another video. Another story on our website, mjmorningshow.com. And do you want to bring up the audio on this one?
I will.
All right. So this woman goes to, and I haven't heard of it. I've heard of Giant food stores.
Giant's like in the Pennsylvania, mid-Atlantic area.
But this is not just Giant. This is Giant Eagle.
Yeah, Giant.
Where's that? I don't know what Giant Eagle is.
I've been to a Giant Eagle in central Pennsylvania.
All right. So this woman goes to a Giant Eagle store, to the bakery, to have a birthday cake made for Steve. Simple request. Happy birthday, Steve. And this is crazy. Bring up the audio on this.
Right, here we go.
It is terrible. It looks... Oh, you know what? Oh, there's just music on it. So she opens up the cake, opens up the box to look at the sheet cake.
And it's a big white sheet cake.
All right, hit pause.
Icing all over it.
Michelle, describe this.
Looks like something our kids did when they were like 5.
I was thinking 3 or 4.
If you gave a pre-K kid a piping bag to write anything, this is how it would look.
If you had a kindergartner working at the bakery at this supermarket,
right,
and you had them write "Happy Birthday, Steve," that's what it looks like.
Yes. I mean, the H looks good.
What?
The H looks, the lines are pretty straight.
I don't know.
Across with some little dots on each.
Then it goes
but then after that,
hell in a handbasket.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to write in single line ruled paper.
It's
very small.
And then the clerk opens it up apparently at the bakery and says, I did the best I could.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did my best.
Why are you working in the bakery then? Don't you need to hire people in the bakery? It's hysterical.
I would have. You have to keep this cake. This cake is too funny not to buy.
You shellac it. You go ahead. You have it preserved, embalmed. All right. Speaking of embalmed, Michelle, can you bring us up to speed on the whole Hulk Hogan thing, please? So this. What?
Speaking of embalmed,
I'm sorry.
That's great.
Maybe not my best segue.
I don't know.
Maybe not my best.
The guy does have a lot of fans out there.
I know. I'm sorry.
Speaking of embalmed,
I apologize. No, there's new Hulk. It was not the smoothest transition. I apologize.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
To any Hulkster fans, I apologize.
Yes.
But no, the Hulkster's been embalmed.
Yeah.
And there's more news coming out. Like in the last day, Brooke Hogan, they're dropping all the hints now about their suing for medical malpractice. Listen, we don't know if the surgeon that did Hulk's last surgery did anything wrong. Michelle, the Hulkster had so many surgeries. Who knows what contributing factors are?
Well,
and there are surgeries that occur where they're risky and you sign a waiver and things could happen. There's no way to know if the surgeon that performed Hulk's last surgery did anything wrong.
Well, let me tell you.
Hold on. At this point, as far as we know. Now, this is also interesting. The Hulkster has not been buried yet. So they have the whole funeral fester.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the pallbearers carrying him in the casket. So they have a funeral. What did they put in the ground then? At the funeral?
Was there a internment? Or was it just a service?
The Hulkster is not buried.
No, because Brooke saw him.
Brooke just saw him like a couple of days ago.
Right.
Tell me what you have.
So this is the thing. She visited the funeral home because she wanted to see if an autopsy would have is scheduled to be performed or had been performed. And she came out and said she was satisfied. She was able to see her dad, and he looked great. He looked like he was ready for a pay-per-view wrestling event. He looked like he was ready to go on TV.
Stop. Brooke Hogan said after viewing her father's body weeks after he died, when we all thought it was buried or interred or interred.
Yes.
We all thought that that he's been laid to rest. No, the body's sitting somewhere, and Brooke Hogan Brooke Hogan says that he looks like he's ready for a pay-per-view event.
He looked like he's ready to go on TV.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if you take Hulk Hogan out, you put him on TV, and you stand them up?
Don't they have WrestleMania coming up in a couple of weeks?
Do you know what that?
It's like a weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Hulky's.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if they stood him? A pay-per-view event would blow the doors out if you had Hulk Hogan kind of stood up, now embalmed. Holy crap!
She said he looked like he was ready to go on TV.
Hey, she opened the door for that.
He was big, strong, hair looking good, bandana on, Fu Manchu mustache going. He looked great. It was awesome to see him.
She opened the door to using his body as a pay-per-view right now.
Your family's looking to cash in. This might be last big payday.
That would bring in $100 million.
Easily.
Easily. See Hulk Hogan at the I don't know, Coffin Mania? Or I don't know.
It's got to be the final match. And then he wins. What if he won? You get pinned under Hulk's corpse.
It falls over and it pins the guy. 1, 2, 3.
And then what happens when you lift his arm? Does it snap off?
After the match, the interviewer goes in there. Hulk, how do you feel after your last match? And Hulk's like this.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
Keep going, Fester.
That's a cash in. That is a total. All right. So
anyway,
what else?
She confirmed that the autopsy was performed because she saw some scars.
Okay.
The incision scars on his chest, confirming that it was performed. She said that's what she came here to do because there were some suspicions about the manner of his death. She had questions about the circumstances surrounding his death, whether opioids may have been a factor or whether there had been foul play. But here's the thing. The occupational therapist who was on the scene and had been there to assist with Hulk after this last surgery, she said, told the cops when they arrived that his, I don't know how to pronounce
so
this.
So this is when, hold on. This is when the 911 call was placed that Hulk had stopped breathing. And it turns out that there was an occupational therapist at the house in, was it Clearwater? In Clearwater. There was an occupational therapist there. So go ahead.
That his phrenic nerve had been severed during a recent surgery. And that's the nerve that connects to the diaphragm that apparently, supports the breathing.
How does the occupational therapist know the phrenic nerve was severed?
That's what they're saying. I mean, that's...
it's pretty specific, I guess. I don't know what they do and don't know.
And that's what the wife is basing the suspected that she's going to... that we suspect that she's going to file a lawsuit. She said that she's planning on filing a lawsuit against one of the latest surgeons, and that the phrenic nerve had been severed or was compromised during that procedure, and that played a significant role in his demise on that evening. And so, so when you said we don't know when that surgery or if something happened, I'm guessing that, they know where the surgeon was in there cutting, and that'll be determined if she files a lawsuit.
Well, obviously, you'll have experts on both sides, and, who knows if this would be successful, because the Hulkster has had so many surgeries over the years. He was pretty much a medical wreck.
Yeah, all these guys were that played did the WWE.
Not to mention didn't he have leukemia? Didn't they say that he had also is battling leukemia as well? I'm just thinking about how'd you like to be that doctor right now? How'd you like to be the surgeon that did his last surgery? I haven't seen a name. Have you? I don't know who did it.
No, they haven't revealed anything.
And the doctor that did the last surgery might have done nothing wrong. And I would just caution people, don't jump to conclusions that the doctor that performed the last surgery on Hulkster did anything wrong. I would actually, if I were to guess, I would say the doctor probably did not do anything wrong.
We'll find out, brother.
Anything else, or is that about it?
No, that's it.
All right.
Let's throw it back to you, Mean Gene.
Thank you very much, Fester. This is going to be a great Hulkamania over here.
Next Hulkamania, by the way, is in April.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can keep Hulk on ice that long.
All right, so Fester, you sent me...
I did?
Yeah, you sent me this. This is a Reddit post.
Okay.
What random scam did you pull off at work? You sent me this a couple of days ago. I kind of put it in the pile because I did find it very interesting.
Yeah, those kind of things just kind of pique my interest in weird ways.
So this is from Reddit LOL. So the LOL Reddit subreddit. What random scam have you pulled off at work? So this individual that posted starts it off with, a client once found our 30-page report too long. So I reduced the font size by 2 points, and the report was now 22 pages.
Yeah, it changes everything.
He saw it and said, guys, this is fantastic.
This is the best. You guys are brilliant.
Same thing, 30 pages, too long. Get it to Microsoft Word, do a little drop down. You just reduce it by 2 points as far as the font size. Guys, this is spectacular. This is fantastic. Super. So
I don't know if that's like a hot scam or anything.
That's really basic.
That's real. I wasn't impressed with that.
But I thought this was, interesting, maybe to open up the phones and ask people, what scams have you pulled off at work? Let's see. I took a nap one day at work, got overtime, woke up past clock out time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You get overtime for sleeping. I saw one of those posts. Somebody put in their 2-week notice at 10 a.m. and then the company goes out of business at noon, and everybody gets 8-week severance, and she ripped up the 2-week notice, so the young lady got paid for the 8 weeks instead of the 2 weeks. Little scams like that. That doesn't really move my meter.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I've been scamming this place for Splenda packets now for 4.5 years.
I don't know. Should we open up phones for this, or?
They got to be of a high. I mean,
Fester has a pretty high barometer or
high bar.
benchmark. Yeah.
High bar.
So I wasn't impressed with the example used in the Reddit post, but I
suspect
I could see how hey, I took my company for $6 million.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a low level.
I know. I mean,
it's not a low level random scam.
I mean, like, okay, so like, remember we used to have vans at the old radio station,
Mhm.
right? The radio
Yep.
station vans.
Mhm.
I remember for some reason, whatever tires came on the van, they took them off and they put like not spinners, but like more lower profile,
Like mag wheels and, to
Tires-
beef up the tire. Yeah.
tires that didn't belong on vans. They
Right.
put on our vans to make it look cooler.
Beefier, like a cool street cruiser.
And they would leave those tires in the back of the radio station. And I would steal those tires
What?
4 at a time. And for the years that I've had trucks, as we would get new vans, when I needed tires.
I never knew this.
Yeah, I was like one of
you
those-
would rip off the old tires and wheels from the back of our old radio complex
Yeah.
on Gandy and put them on your vehicles?
Because we had that white shed in the back, and they would stack up the tires back there, and they would be there for months. I'm like, what's going on with these tires? And
You used to steal them?
every 2 years, for like 8 years.
You'd get a new set of tires out of...
We would get new
but,
vans.
But they were doing nothing with them anyway, right?
Right, but I still stole $1,000 a time worth of tires. Maybe $4,000 worth of tires over the course of 8 years. I mean, that's a low-level scam, in my opinion.
But what were they going to do with them?
Were
they going to be...
I mean, maybe they're going to put them back
I
when
was
they
going to say,
sold them.
yeah, when they sold the vehicle, you're going to put the original tires back on?
I don't know. I mean,
did anyone ever say,
who buys a radio station van?
Did anyone
had
say...
a broken Marty in the back?
Did anyone ever say,
no, nobody
we've
knows.
been robbed. Someone stole the tires out of the back.
And that's the thing. Whoever has that conversation never has it with me.
Right.
Let me tell you all the people that talk to me around here about things related to events other than the morning show. Nobody talks to me about anything. I don't know anything that happens at this radio station, and I didn't know anything that happened at the old one.
Same here.
I tell my jokes, I leave.
Right. Hold on. Hey, Andrew, tell our guest on the hotline to hang on for 1 sec. Let me grab Anonymous in Clearwater, and then I've got a special guest I want to bring on with an alert. This is really important, and it's so much... It's wider than what's going on with this particular company and an advertiser here on the MJ Morning Show. There's a kind of a racket going on. I just want people to be aware of.
Is it a low-level scam at work?
No, it's a higher level.
Okay.
Anonymous in Clearwater. Hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Back when I was living in Miami, my buddy would come down at least 3-4 times a year, and with his work stipend, I worked at a restaurant. So he'd have all 3 of his meals at my restaurant, and I would comp him. And then with his stipend, when he got paid out for it, him and I would just split all the money. So he ate for free. We maxed out his stipend, and then we'd get about $200 each.
Oh wow!
At the end of his
Now
at
hold
the end
on.
of each trip. to
Did
split
you
up.
did you own the restaurant?
I was the manager.
All right. So
I made the numbers work out.
So you stole from the owners because you were giving him free food.
Sure.
Yeah, you did.
Sure.
Yeah.
You did.
You can comp people.
Yeah, that's a fairly low-level scam.
Anonymous, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
There you go, buddy.
I remember when we
You
started
too.
working at the old radio station, because I was the only one that came in from Pinellas County, they wanted me to pick up the Pinellas County edition of the newspaper.
Oh, I remember that.
So
Yeah.
every day I'd bring in 5 or 6 or 10 newspapers.
Back when news really mattered over on 970.
This is in the mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
So I would go to the St. Pete Times vending box, put in a quarter, take all of the newspapers every day, and then bill the radio station $250 a day. I'd see Joanne once a month, and she'd go, okay, $250 times 30 days.
How about the Devil Rays ticket scam?
Oh, the Devil Ray ticket scam.
Oh, this is a great one.
So,
hey, hang on. Hey, Andrew, tell Kim I'll be right there. Quickly, we have a guest holding. Tell the Devil Rays. This is back when they were still the Devil Rays,
The
right?
first year of the Devil
Right.
Rays. The inaugural season, one of our old radio stations became the flagship, and they were...
They paid way too much.
It sounds like a terrible contract.
Yeah. So they got played actually by like
Namoli.
Paxson Communication.
Oh.
There was allegedly a bidding war, and we thought we were bidding against other radio stations to get the broadcast rights to put the Rays, the Devil Rays back then, on radio. And it turns out that they were just jamming up our company's bid to get more money. They totally overpaid for the first, contract to air, Devil Rays baseball games. So listen to
part
this.
of the deal was we had to buy a suite, and we had to buy like 60 season tickets, right? All part of the deal.
We had to buy tickets.
Buy the tickets. So we have all these tickets to the first season of the Rays. And
Listen to this.
the first couple of games everybody went to, but after that, then they started, not drawing.
So we had tons of tickets, and our general manager, one of the greatest of all time, hello, Dave Reinhardt.
He was choking on these tickets. And he had somebody else approach me. It wasn't Dave directly that approached me, but somebody else, Jim Marshall, approached me and said, hey, how'd you like to make a couple extra bucks? And I'm a young guy at this time. I'm always down to make a couple of bucks. What do you got? He goes, go down to the game, pay for parking. They reimburse me for parking every day, and try to hustle these tickets.
Fester was a street ticket hustler. Hey, need tickets. So are you sure they weren't given to us?
I thought they had to buy, because they all had prices on them. They weren't zero, because they weren't comped.
So Fester,
if they were given to us, they would have said zero or promo on them.
Was it only first season, or you do it second season too?
I think I might have done it for two seasons.
Fester's selling tickets, radio station employees selling tickets to bring the money back
into the radio station.
So they could recoup some of the bad deal.
He goes, you get the first 100. He gave me like $100 every day I went down there.
Unbelievable.
Right? And then
it's crazy.
He goes, and anytime you want tickets, you can have them, but you sell the rest and you bring back the money.
Crazy.
Then one game, I asked him for like tickets versus the Braves, and he goes, no, we have no tickets left. I tell BJ, I can't believe it. They screwed me out. They wouldn't give me tickets. He goes, how many do you want? I go, just one or two. He's like, BJ goes and requests 10 tickets.
Yeah.
And gets them because he's the boss.
Right.
He gives me all 10 tickets.
And you sell those?
He goes, go sell these. I made like $800.
Oh my God!
$1,000. This is a big game.
All right. I gotta bring Kim on. We have a guest this morning. Happens to be an advertiser on the MJ Morning Show.
All right.
And the reason why I heard this story yesterday, and Kim said, "Hey, can you work these into our commercials and just kind of talk about this this racket or scam that's going on to educate your audience?" I said, "Hey, not only will I mention in the commercials, I think this is big enough, and it's not just your company and your category, but this really is, I think, an eye-opener to people online, and you got to look out for rackets." So I want to welcome Kim Banco. Kim is from Banco Overhead Doors, the greatest garage door company in the Tampa Bay area. Kim Banco, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you so much, and good morning.
All right, so Kim, you told me the story yesterday. I'm like, what? People, when they search online for goods and services, you got to be careful because people are searching for Banco doors, but might get a sponsored ad where it's not Banco. It's a whole different company. And some of these other companies are trying to scam people and falsify reality and pretend they're Banco when they're not to take advantage of your good name.
Yeah, it's really kind of crazy. It's almost nuts that it can happen online. You know, we do 41 years we've been in business. We've got this great reputation. We've got people like your team that is willing to support us and talk about us. And no offense, Fester, I'm glad you work at the radio station. You know, Splenda's one thing, but, you know, tires and tickets are another.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, truly, people think they've typed in Banco because they're used to us or they've worked with us before. We had one of your listeners just a week ago call after the fact. She was so upset. She said, I really believed that I put in Banco. I clicked on an ad, and what's happening is people are they're using our name, and they've got an ad online. So, you know, you think you've done everything right. You type in Banco, you hit the sponsored ad rather than a Banco ad, and then this company's answering the phone, and they're answering it, you know, garage door service or garage door engaged.
So they're answering it generically so they don't tip it off with some other name.
Yes. And then this woman said, oh, I thought I called Banco. And they said, well, we subcontract for Banco. Well, no. Everybody works for us at Banco. They're all W-2. We have the best team, well-trained.
Yeah, that's what I say in the commercials. I say all the time that Banco does not use subcontractors. Banco employees are just that. Anyone that shows up at your house are W-2 employees. They're not subcons.
Yes, absolutely. So this company says, well, we subcontract. And she's like, oh, okay, great. So company comes out. Now, our team, whether it's an installer or a service tech, they're in a Banco van or a Banco truck. They have on a Banco shirt. So they're well recognized, and that tipped her off right away because this guy just rolls up in a truck, and then he's asking her for information about her, a code to her garage, and she's like, wait a minute, this is very scary. And she ran him off, and then she called us, and she's like, oh, my gosh, I realized you've answered the phone Banco overhead doors. I realized I haven't called you. This is so scary. We came out right away. We reprogrammed our garage door, but this is happening, not just to us, but other people. And it's really crazy that it's allowed to be out there online as we're all trying to do the right thing. But I wanted to share that with you for your listeners, but really for anybody out there, just make sure that you've clicked on an ad that's for the company that you really believe. Make sure they're answering the phone. Make sure they're licensed. It's really scary.
If you go to a website, make sure, if you go to Banco Doors, the website is going to say bancodoors.com, in the URL, instead of getting forwarded to some other name. And I think, Kim, what you just said is very important, that with your company in particular, and then after we finish the call, I want to segue into something else that I just saw about another online racket. It's just like this. It doesn't matter whether it's garage doors like Banco or whether it's appliances, whether it's some type of other service, a roofing company, whatever. I've got an airline story I'll get to in just a second, which is insane. You got to make sure that you are getting the actual company, because when you search for something, a lot of times the top results are sponsored ads that might not be the company, and that's how Google's making money, is they're selling in search terms.
Yeah, keywords.
They're selling like the top search results at the very top might not be the company you're actually searching for, so you have to make sure you're actually with that company. But Kim, you said something that if someone calls Banco, you guys are 100% showing up in a big white Banco van with huge blue Banco like letters on the back, if I'm not mistaken, or a Banco Banco pickup truck. So there's no disputing that it's Banco, B-A-N-K-O. Anyway, I wanted to bring you on because I think it's important, and it's not just your service type. These rackets are going on with tons of stuff. You got to make sure you get in the right place.
Well, every company that you trust to come to your house, you're not seeing them on the top of the Google search.
Yeah.
I just typed in Banco garage doors into Google right now. The first one is not you. The second one is you. But the third, fourth, and fifth one are not you.
So people are just clicking and getting the wrong one. And unfortunately, you've got imposters out there that are using Banco's good name, and they're pretending that they're Banco, and that sucks. So, Kim, thank you for bringing this to our attention. I think it's important knowledge for our listeners.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Appreciate all the listeners and you and your team's support.
Hey,
thanks so much.
Just out of curiosity, and I'm going to be a little salesman here. Can you tell our listeners how well does advertising on the MJ Morning Show work for you guys?
Unbelievable. It truly is. You had talked to my husband for a year or so, and I don't know what took us so long. We were on your program 2 days, and we had 2 people call, and every day, and I'm being honest, someone is calling us for you, or they're sending in a web lead. Yep. It's absolutely phenomenal. So save room for us, but absolutely, it's a great place to be.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it.
What are those things called, MJ? The rubber gasket at the bottom of the door.
The
what are those called?
The astracal.
The astracal, yeah.
Kim, I need a new astracal.
Okay.
Kim, I broke my astracal.
All right.
My astracal is all.
Are you going to come and steal it, or should I just bring you one and install it?
Maybe a combination of both. Yeah. Listen.
Okay, we'll get you taken care of.
My astracal's all bunched up on one side.
Fester has a very flat astracal.
We'll unbunch you, and we'll show up in a big Banco vehicle.
Thank you, Kim.
We'll send Gene.
Yeah, Gene's the best.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene's one of the best service techs. Thank you, Kim. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. All
right.
Got myself a new astracal.
The plumbing and electrical categories are open for advertising here on the MJ Morning Show. So any plumbing companies, any electrical companies,
all right,
those categories are open.
Speaking of advertising,
send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com, mj@mjmorningshow.com if you want your phone to freaking ring. Yes.
Yesterday, we talked about Pauly Shore, and nothing piqued my wife's interest as much as the full body scan that Pauly Shore had.
Yeah.
And are there? This is gonna sound really naive.
So
are there companies in town that do that?
There are a couple of full body scan companies in town, and I want to get a full body scan, so I got to figure out which full body scan company in town I want to use.
Use the one with the largest machine, so I could get one too.
So we had a story. Seriously, we had a story yesterday about Pauly Shore. He had a full body scan, and they detected a growth, a tumor on his pancreas. Turned out to be non-cancerous, so it was not malignant. It was not cancerous. Had it removed. But, Pauly Shore is like, I recommend that everyone go get a full body scan. So I got to figure out, I'm going to get one done. I think Michelle should get one done. I just got to figure out which local company that does, the full body scans, which one I want to use. And I'll keep everybody apprised. All right, 8:44 at the MJ Morning Show. So let me segue into, I don't want to keep Kim on the phone, but another online racket. Mm-hmm. And I had a story about this, and I'll give you just the details. This woman had purchased tickets from, I think it was United, bought airline tickets from United, wanted to make a change, goes online, and ends up with a sponsored ad and ends up with some, rickety travel agency or some kind of a racket. To change the tickets, ends up getting charged $14,000.
Oh.
Because they didn't actually apparently call United.
Right.
They're claiming they called United, and the story is very convoluted that, I was on United, and then the United agent transferred me to somewhere else. No, they don't do that. I'm telling you, I've seen this happen on one of my overseas trips. And, of course, I'm pretty astute, and I figured it out immediately, but I'll give you an example. I was flying, it was not Philippines. I was flying to Indonesia. So I was flying to Raja Ampat, and I was flying EVA Air, Taiwanese airline, really solid airline, EVA Air. And I wanted to check on something or I wanted to do a seat change, and I couldn't do it online. And I go ahead, it was while I was walking one night. I was doing like a 5-mile walk, and I go to, Google on my phone and EVA Air to get the phone number to call. And it turns out that I clicked on one of the sponsored non-EVA sites, and I get to the place, and then they answer the phone. It was kind of generic, and right away I was like I was suspicious. And then, anyway, I figured out it was not EVA Air I was calling. I ended up calling a toll-free number, an 800 number, and it was not EVA. And I think that's what happened to the woman with United. Got another agency, one of these scam operations. So you got to be careful. It's happening all the time that when you're doing a Google search, a Bing search, whatever the hell you're using, you got to make sure that when you do a search that you're getting the company you want and not somebody impersonating a sponsored ad in the same category of service. You just got to be careful.
Hear, hear.
Okay.
It just felt appropriate.
All right. Thank you very much.
I just typed United flights into Google.
Yep.
First one is United.
Is United.
Second one, skyscanner.com.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes to Expedia, then Google Travel.
Those are all legit, though.
But then if you went to the second or third page results.
Type in EVA Air.
Okay.
Type in EVA Air flights.
EVA Air
flights.
flights.
Click on that. All right. So actually, the first thing that comes up is the EVA Air.
But sometimes if you misspell, something, then other alternatives like what you're suggesting pop up instead.
I did not misspell. I know that
I'm not saying you did.
And you would never acknowledge misspelling if you did.
Yeah.
But also, it depends on when you search because, Fester, when you search Banco, you had other places pop up first.
Well,
I searched Banco over here, and I got Banco right on top.
So maybe you don't get every search term. Maybe it's only a number of impressions. Everything's impressions and how many maybe that company pays for the first, I don't know, 10,000 or I don't know, whatever they do.
And maybe it's the browser.
Yeah.
The difference between the browsers.
Bottom line is you got to be careful, folks. Oh, you know what time is it? 8:48? Yeah, we got time. I have an update on the I'm an assistant AG. I've got an update on
from Rhode Island.
Yeah. So the woman, an assistant attorney general from Rhode Island, Devin Flanagan, Remember, I'll play some of the. We pulled the quick extra. I'm not going to play 3 minutes of the body cam again, although it was remarkably entertaining. But here's a clip. This is the woman that was apparently a little intoxicated with a friend. They're outside of a restaurant bar in Newport, Rhode Island. The bar wanted them off the property. Ended up calling the cops. They wanted them trespassed. They wanted them out of here. And then she's just saying, I'm an AG. I'm an AG. And anyway, she's now been suspended without pay. And she might have jeopardized her whole career.
I understand you don't want to deal with it, but the protocol is, and your protocol is if I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off. And that's your protocol. She's a lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law. I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a Let's go.
I'm an AG. I'm an AJ. Can you say I'm an AJ any more affected? Like you're on the Californians or something? I'm an AJ. I'm an AJ. Hey, Michelle, I'm an AJ.
And apparently she's not.
You know what, Michelle, you were at one point an ASA.
Right.
I'm an ASA. I'm an assistant state attorney. I'm an ASA. So Michelle used to work for Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office back in the day. And so this woman is now being memorialized. You're going to love this. The Clark Cook House in Newport, Rhode Island. The scene of the crime. The place that wanted them out of there. The place where she was arrested has now named a drink after her.
Oh, wow. That's cool. The AG?
Yeah. So it's the I'm an AG Bellini.
Oh.
I love it.
So, and apparently, I think it might be a mocktail. Yeah. So
okay.
I think they're saying the best way to mock this situation is to come up with a mocktail.
Yeah, you don't want to get drunk off of the AG drink.
Yeah, and they're calling it the I'm an AG Bellini. The name of the drink is, hey, can I get an I'm an AG?
I'm an AG.
All right, listen to what Andrew put together.
I'm an AG. 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 I'm an AG.
Let's go.
I'm an AG.
See, the best one was the last one.
Yeah, the last one is when the cop slams the door in the middle of A and G. So I'm an A.
Yeah.
You're an A-hole is what you are.
I just don't understand that whole situation, to be honest. I mean.
Oh, man. And now for the bar to name a mocktail after her, that's just perfect. That's just the icing on the cake. I think it's absolutely fantastic. What time is it? I got a couple of minutes here. Got an email from Tim. Tim says, you are absolutely ridiculous about keeping the 104.7 original phone number. Phone numbers these days get programmed into people's phones. It's not a big deal. People these days don't dial numbers from memory. They're programmed on their phones. Get a life.
Yep. Tim does have a point.
No, he does not. Tim is an idiot.
You don't have to agree with his point, but he has a point.
All right, I'm sorry. Tim, you're not an idiot. Well, maybe Tim, you're not an idiot. But I disagree with Tim. I do not want to give up our phone number. The bottom line is, if you haven't followed our saga, we're supposed to move to the new studio. It's ready, except if we move to the new studio, we've got to change our phone number to an awful 844 number. Instead of me saying, hey, call 800-990-1047, I'm going to have to say, hey, call us now, 844-411. It's a terrible number. And we're trying to get the phone company to release the number to get ported to a new company for the new phone system, which is all new VoIP. And anyway, it's a gigantic hassle.
Big hassle.
We're in this giant Verizon death loop of authorizations. It's like we pay the freaking bill every month since Beasley has owned this radio station since 2014. It's like, come on. So that's where we are. All right, 8:53 at the MJ Morning Show. This brings to a close over an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ. Over an hour and 20 minutes every single day, right around 7:27, 7:25. It just depends All right, the 9 o'clock hour is next. And I'll tell you right now, we are loaded. You know those bikini baristas? They're big in like the Pacific Northwest.
Are they still big?
Oh, yeah, they're still big. Yeah.
I remember that. That seems like something like straight out of.
They're big.
Oh, busty big?
Yeah. Anyway, there's a sicko crazy story involving one of those little small drive-through places with the bikini-clad coffee maker girls. You got to hear this. That's coming up in just a bit. And there's a lot of stuff. 9 o'clock hour is next, and I can't even scratch the surface. I'm looking at my pile. Oh, Travis Kelce pile. Got a couple of things. Some of his past is coming back. We'll talk about Travis Kelce and, of course, the big news with the recent engagement. So that's coming. A lot of stuff next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. If you are making a move, do not call anybody other than Two College Brothers Moving and Storage. Two College Brothers will move you with perfection. It'll start with a great price. They'll give you a very competitive rate, but more importantly, you're going to get an amazing move. As far as the quality of the move, I don't think there is any competition. Fully trained, fully licensed, fully insured. You've got every single employee extensively background checked, and that's what Two College Brothers is all about. They'll wrap all your furniture. Two College Brothers will handle all your boxes with care. Oh, and in fact, speaking of boxes, if you mention me, MJ, to Two College Brothers, they'll give you a whole stack of moving boxes free when you book, and they'll drop them off at your front door. So if you're moving or if you know someone that's moving, twocollegebrothers.com. Remember, you have the others, then you have the brothers. Twocollegebrothers.com, the smartest move you will ever make. Let me give you another bright move that you need to make, and you need to make this move very, very quickly, and that is going to Veterans Ford. Hurry. These are the August deals that are going to expire in days. Right now at Veterans Ford, this is amazing, and they've moved a bunch of these because of us here at the MJ Morning Show. You can lease a brand new all-electric XLT F-150 Lightning pickup truck with the extended range battery. You can lease it fully loaded for $499 a month with nothing down. You want to talk about a real true sign and drive? $71,395 pickup truck. New F-150 Lightning. Veterans Ford, $499 a month, no money down. Wow. Hurry before this deal's up. In fact, on most models right now, 0% financing on almost all vehicles at Veterans Ford and rebates up to $10,000. Go to Veterans Ford this weekend. Tell them you want one of these deals. Tell them you want the MJ deal. You'll get the best price from Veterans Ford than any other Ford dealer in town when you mention me, MJ. Line Bar and the Veterans Expressway. Veterans Ford, tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on, Shriners here, and we're back in minutes, MJ Morning Show. On at the MJ Morning Show, final hour on a holiday weekend. We'll be off on Monday and back on Tuesday, so hopefully you'll be able to enjoy a 3-day holiday weekend. Hey, Michelle goes to Lowe's yesterday with Julian. Kind of a weird story at Lowe's. Michelle, you've got to tell the story in a minute. I want to do the coffee girl first, and you got to tell the story exactly how you told it to me last night. So hopefully you remember. All right. So what happened to Michelle and Julian at Lowe's? We'll tell you in minutes. If you go to one of those coffee places, and they're all over the Pacific Northwest. I remember when we drove up there, we drove a couple of times from like Washington State all the way down to like Southern California. And we took like the scenic, the US 1 or whatever, all the way down. And I mean, really breathtaking, views and everything. But, we've been up there a couple of times, and you have those one-off like mom and pop coffee places.
And the novelty is that the girls serve them in bikinis.
Yeah, a lot of them, and this is where it developed, that the baristas, the coffee women, they're wearing like skimpy bikinis.
Is that sanitary?
Well, listen.
I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, listen.
Keep your hands off my
Let me
coffee.
just give a message to customers that when you buy your coffee and they hand you the coffee through the window, you're not allowed to grab them by the arms and try to yank them through the window into your car.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come with the coffee.
No, they don't. This is creepy. A customer attempted to pull a bikini barista through a drive-through window in Lakewood, Washington State. According to charging documents obtained by the Tacoma News Tribune, the incident took place at approximately 2:30 in the morning. First of all, the coffee place is open with a bikini-clad barista at 2:30 in the freaking morning?
Yeah, it's probably prime time for that place.
Man, coffee cretin, man. Coffee creep. I don't think anything good. Who's going for coffee at 2:30 in the morning? And you got the girl inside in a bikini? What good could possibly come out of that?
Would you like to find a location of Cowgirls Espresso?
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Yeah, so the document stated that once he received his beverage, a man threw it in his car, grabbed the victim's arm. After she reached for a clipboard, the bikini barista braced herself against the window frame until the suspect, who was alone in his vehicle, let go and drove off. Is that not scary as crap? What was this guy going to do? I'm guessing that if this guy was successful in yanking the bikini barista into his car, I'm guessing this might not have ended well. This might have ended with like cadaver dogs or something.
They've got to have surveillance cameras.
Oh, they
right?
do. They do.
So he would know that, don't you think? I mean,
you would think he knew that, but he doesn't.
The barista involved in the incident suffered injuries to her upper body, had torn clothing. I would imagine, the bikini top?
Yeah, not much clothing.
Yeah. Using the merchant's copy of the suspect's receipt, police were able to confirm the suspect's identity. You moron. So not just potentially the license plate being captured by a surveillance video, but how about the fact that you paid for the drink, an electronic transaction where you have traceability? So they're able to figure out who it was. The suspect was 19 years old. Arrested and charged with first-degree attempted kidnapping. Talk about effing up your life at 19 years old.
Yeah, let's put that guy away for a little while.
Wow. In his interview with detectives, according to the Tacoma News Tribune, the suspect stated that he was not in the right state of mind, had no intention of hurting the victim. He admitted he was drinking and smoking pot. The man told police he was suffering through some relationship problems and simply wanted to see a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Great. So yank the bikini-clad barista through the window at the coffee joint.
Well,
in a parking lot.
If you go to the Bikini Espresso Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you find there, Fester?
A lot of beans and a lot of bikinis. And you can see every tattoo.
Are you sure you can see every tattoo?
I'm pretty sure.
So the cute thing is to come up with all the cute names.
Yes.
Like you found Beankini.
Cowgirls Espresso.
How about Latte latte.
Not bad.
Latte latte.
I see franchising opportunities in your future.
Right. Booby beans.
Yes.
Oh.
Booby beans. What? What's the matter?
I don't know. That
You're,
one.
you're
is not
married
good.
to me.
You can hire.
I know.
You can hire women who just gave birth for the extra milks.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
What?
Lactating Lisa's.
Yes. Right. Lactating Lisa latte.
There you go. This is going to get no better than this.
No,
let's just
stop.
We're
All right,
running out of jokes.
Listen to this. Michelle goes to Lowe's yesterday.
Hey.
Was there a reason why you went to Lowe's and not... this weekend at the Home Depot, we've got great Labor Day weekend specials at the Home Depot. But guess what? Michelle and Julian did not go to the Home Depot yesterday. They went to Lowe's, where they don't have this music. Lowe's has some other music, but it's not quite as catchy as this music, and I'm the Lowe's guy. So make sure you go to wherever you go. So, Michelle, tell us the story. You're at Lowe's. What happened?
Well, we were looking for this very specific item. And so
Julian's looking for springs. So Julian has some
springs.
Well, yeah,
like garage door springs or like boing boing springs.
Not as big as Banco garage door springs.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Julian has some kind of a shoulder brace, some kind of camera mount. So his I guess
to give resistance to hold the camera.
Well, there's a shoulder pad, and I guess the spring fell out, and he's trying to find a replacement spring for this camera mount for his Komodo camera. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go to a hardware store, right?
Well, I didn't think they would have them either, but guess what?
They had them. Sounds like they would have them.
Yeah.
It's hardware. It's
So he Googled it or looked it up on the Lowe's website.
He's trying to find a box of like assorted springs. He wants a whole bunch of springs to try to find.
No, he just wanted those two.
I know, but he ended up buying a whole assortment
from somewhere else.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
From
All
the
right.
HD.
All right, so what happened at Lowe's?
You're getting ahead of yourself there.
So you did.
Yes.
So you guys, after you left Lowe's, you did end up at the Home Depot. Hi, I'm the Home Depot guy. You know, the guy that does the Home Depot commercials that sounds like this, if you want to know what he looks like, just if you want to YouTube him, the guy looks nothing like you'd expect.
Right.
The guy that does the Home Depot commercials, that sounds like this. YouTube him. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so it's a shoulder rig, by the way.
Right.
Okay. He's informing us.
All right.
So he just needed these little two springs. They'd popped off of his whatever.
Fester, listen to this.
And I was like, okay, so Lowe's has those little springs? And he's like, yeah. So he knows it's on aisle whatever, in bay whatever. And we get in there, and we're looking, and we're looking, and we're looking, and we're looking. And, it's obviously we just couldn't find it. And so this guy walks down the aisle in a blue vest, and it does have Lowe's in words, in the letters on the vest. And so he's like, how y'all doing today? And we're like, fine, how are you? And he goes, what project are you working on? And I'm like, oh, we're just looking for some springs to fix some device this dude has. And he's like, oh, well, are you local? Is that the project you're working on? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at him. I go,
what does being local have to do with looking for some hardware at Lowe's?
Okay. I said, hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the springs are? And he goes, no, I'd have to call and find out where the springs are. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you had a Lowe's vest on, but I don't know. And so Julian and I are continuing to look down the aisle, and he kind of follows us, and he's like, so that's the only project you're working on? And I'm like, yes. And he goes, well, what do you know about your electric bill? Are you working on that project at all? And I'm like, nope. That's my husband.
Was he one of the vendors?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, he was one of the vendors who...
When Michelle told me the story, that's exactly what I thought, that he was one of the vendors that try to sell you an air conditioning unit or solar panels or...
Would you like to talk about your solar?
Yep. And I was like, so then I realized it, and I was like, nope, that's my husband's responsibility. And I'm thinking, I don't want to start this up with you. And then he goes, how about some solar panels?
Oh, it was.
And I'm like,
that's right. It was solar.
Nope. I said, I'm not interested in those. And I hightailed it around to the other side. And then there was a Lowe's dude in a red vest. And then I was like, that's the Lowe's employee.
Lowe's wears red. Vendors wear blue.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It's a secret.
Did you tell the Lowe's employee of the creepy exchange with Mr. Solar Guy?
No.
Hey. Are you wearing panties today?
No.
Can you just pull back your shirt? Let me just see the edge of your bra.
I'm working on a project myself.
Exactly.
With one hand in my pants.
Oh, stop. It was just a little awkward, and it, like for him to get from like the starting point to then like to the end what he needed, I was like,
I like going to the paint section and leaning up on the paint shaker. That'll rip your unit off. You ever see that? Can you imagine that? You'd snap that thing right off.
Not if you lean it against it. I mean, if you put it in it, it will. But.
Oh, really?
But I used to work in the paint department at Montgomery Ward. I was the worst employee ever.
You're the worst employee wherever you've worked.
Every place I've ever worked, I'm the worst employee.
MJ Morning Show, Fester.
Worst employee.
Worst employee ever.
Worst employee.
Right.
Every place I've ever been. Every place.
Even worse than Froggy, but you survived.
Amazingly.
Yeah.
Amazingly. I mean, it was a flip of a coin.
So you escaped the Lowe's vendor dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't even realize where he was headed. I would have just, cut it off at the head and been like, done.
So here's my deal. Every time, occasionally people come to the house trying to sell crap. Occasionally get approached at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody wants to go to my house or offer me a home service that I'm not actively looking for.
Yeah.
I put my hand up and say, I'm a renter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they cannot leave you fast enough.
I forgot about that.
A guy comes to my house. I have like 20 years of crap in my garage. You can see all of it. Garage doors open. Right? He's like, hey, I'd like to talk to you about. I was like, we rent. And he's like, oh, gone.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Good to know.
That's the pesticide for those pests.
You know what I like to say? So this has happened. You walk into the Home Depot. I just need to get a washer for the toilet. And here I got a guy trying to sell me, air conditioning units. And, I like to, I've used this one before. Just filed bankruptcy. And they just leave you alone.
What kind of credit you need? My credit's 3.
Hey, I just realized, I just looked into the MJT. I've got like a curly Q.
Yeah, it's been hanging down all morning.
Have you been noticing? It's like a Superman Christopher Reeve curly Q hanging right down.
Stay off horses.
Yeah. Michelle, do you like my curly Q just hanging down?
It wasn't like that before.
I know,
You pulled it down.
I extended it, but it was there. But I extended. It's like an old, landline telephone cord.
Yeah. Speaking of looking for springs.
Hello. Yes.
The spring in your hair.
Yeah, exactly. I got a little spring in my hair. This is another sicko story. I'm sorry to, it's bad. Yeah. Grandfather accused of drugging his grandkid's Dairy Queen ice cream. Did you see this?
I saw that in your pile, and I was so tired I couldn't read it, and I just thought,
oh my God.
I mean, so many things I was thinking.
A creepy grandpa.
Remember those old plastic statues you used to get, like World's Greatest Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah, not for this not for this guy. North Carolina, this is insane. A North Carolina county official has been arrested, accused of putting drugs in his 2 granddaughters' Dairy Queen ice cream. James Yoakley Jr., 66.
What a creep.
Charged with felony child abuse, possession of a Schedule I narcotic, and contaminating food or drink with a controlled substance in connection with the August 8th incident, according to a news release from the Wilmington, North Carolina Police Department. Police say that Yoakley waved down an officer at a local gas station, telling him that his granddaughters discovered 2 hard objects in the ice cream they bought from a local Dairy Queen. You see what's going on here? The children were evaluated. It was determined that they did not ingest the objects described as pills by the police.
What a creep.
According to Wilmington police, a field test concluded that the pills were illegal narcotics, which were then collected and sent to a lab for further evaluation. The drugs were positive for cocaine and MDMA, according to the arrest warrant.
What was he going to do?
Hang on. Video footage obtained by the police department showed the Yoakley wacko placed the substances in their treats. He was taken to the New Hanover County Detention Center, posted a $100,000 bond. This is bizarre. So, video footage. They must have had footage at the Dairy Queen, and he got the ice cream. He must have gone inside the car and jammed the pills in the ice cream, but they caught it, I guess, on the surveillance video in the parking lot.
That's incredible.
So this guy, Yoakley, he's involved, is a Republican, served as chairman of the Surrey County Board of Elections. The State Board of Elections of Surrey County, aware of the charges against Mr. Yoakley. We will continue to collect information, blah, 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 blah. It appears to me, was he trying to drug the kids?
No, I think.
Or was he trying to then run a racket against Dairy Queen? Oh my God, I'm suing you. Somebody put pills in my granddaughter's ice cream.
That's what it sounds like.
When was he going to stop the girls from eating?
Well, he did, because he flagged down the LEO. Didn't you say he flagged down the police and said, hey, they found something in their drinks? Isn't that what you read?
Yeah.
So if he's the informant, informing the police officers like, oh, something was found. It's kind of like when you threw a hair in your, steak or something at a restaurant.
I found a pubic hair in my coat. Anyway, police said that he waved them down at a local gas station.
Yeah.
Telling, hey, my granddaughter's discovered this in the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
That sucks to try to besmirch, to try to scandalize a Dairy Queen, and you're tampering with the product yourself.
How dare you mess with the fine name Dairy Queen?
I wonder what his son or daughter, thinks about what Grandpa, tried to use the kids for. That's terrible.
Yeah.
You're terrible. That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
What a terrible story. Do you know who Zach Eddy is?
Zach Eddy?
Yeah.
No.
Z-A-C-K, Zach. Either Zachary or Zachariah. I don't know. Eddy, E-D-E-Y. Am I saying it right?
I don't know.
He's an NBA player.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of him?
Oh, yeah, Zach Eddy.
No, you haven't.
Oh.
Am I saying it right?
Zach.
Anyway, listen, I don't know who
I have
the
no
guy
idea who this guy is.
Yeah. So I don't know who he is. And then I've got a local police story. So it's kind of there'll be a segue here, which is kind of an interesting story.
I know LeBron. I know Stephon.
Yeah, I'm the same. I
know
so
Michael Jordan.
This guy, I guess, plays for.
I know Larry Bird.
Zach Eddy got.
He looks like he played for
the Grizzlies.
He plays for the Memphis Grizzlies now. All right. So this guy was caught on body cam. This dude is huge. This dude is apparently like 7'4". He plays for the Grizzlies. He was caught speeding, going over 100 miles an hour. And the cop that pulled him over, this happened a couple of months ago, but the body cam video just came out. And the cop just lets him have it. The cop just, rips into him.
Does he get arrested?
After pulling him over for going, in Florida, he's lucky he wasn't in Florida.
In Florida, they have discretion, though, right?
July, no.
Oh.
Fester, that is no. If you're driving, again, 100 miles an hour or more in Florida, or if you're going 50 miles an hour over the posted speed limit,
they pull you over.
It's automatic. You're arrested. That law went into effect on.
I thought the officer had discretion.
I don't think so. I don't think anymore. I think that is statutory. With those, I think that
everybody drives 100 miles an hour gets arrested.
I believe that's the case now. I believe that's what I've heard.
I thought the officer had discretion
that went into effect on
issue the 1st of July.
It was July 1 that went into effect here in Florida. We've heard body cam footage where the officer said that he can't, because someone was pulled over and said, hey, can you cut me a break? And I heard body cam footage here in Florida where the officer said, nope, can't give you a break. This is state law now. It's automatic.
Okay.
It's statutory. So that's my understanding. So listen to this. This NBA player, a 7'4" Grizzly player, pulled over by the cop. Listen to this.
You know exactly why I pulled you over.
I was passing this.
You were going 101. No, you don't pass at 100. The road is 55. You're going almost double the speed limit. Any reason other than passing? Where are you going? Okay, do you have a driver's license? Do you have a vehicle registration?
I do.
All right, I need your vehicle registration as well. Have you had any alcohol today? Done any drugs or anything like that? Okay. All right, stay in your vehicle. I'll be right back with you. Here's your information back, and then I need you to write down your phone number and your current address. All right.
101 in a 55.
Okay, this audio is underwhelming. I thought this officer was really getting like a vein popping out of his head yelling.
Well, first of all, it's obviously a female officer, right?
And you are getting a ticket for your speed for 101 and 55, and I also wrote you, it absolutely is fair.
So he says it's not fair. The cop's like, yes, it is fair.
Yeah, it's kind of fair.
Not 100. You can pass someone 80. 80, okay. 100? Yeah, no. The 100 is not okay. Ever.
I don't know if you should be passing an 80 in a 55. I don't.
You accelerate quickly around the guy. I mean, if
was the officer essentially saying that I wouldn't have pulled you over for going 80 in a 55 for passing?
What's the unwritten rule? Is it like 12 miles an hour? Like if you're going 50, if you're going 65 in a 55,
right?
Do they waste? They don't waste their time.
A lot
on
of
that.
times they don't. So I know with Florida Highway Patrol, I've heard from numerous troopers that their magic number is 13 over. So 13 over. Listen, don't take this to the bank and don't think you can drive 13 over. But I've heard over the years that with FHP, it's like 13's like the number for some of them.
They're not busting balls at 56 miles an hour.
No, of course not. All right, so hold on, a little more audio.
I've passed people. I've got people passing people. Never 100. You were speeding before that, and that's how you were able to get up to 100. And then, hold on. And then I also wrote you for reckless driving, okay? It's a jailable offense. I'm not taking you to jail.
Look, see?
But the court will contact you for further proceedings, all right? Right here, that's the court's address and their phone number if you have any questions for them. If you want to give them a call, if they haven't contacted you, go.
Anyway, so the guy's pulled over, 101 to 55. So I just thought it was interesting. And, especially here in Florida, they will take you to jail. Now, that NBA player could have been, because you heard the officer say, reckless, that's a jailable offense. So he could have been, cuffed and stuffed. All right. So I get a text, and I'm kind of pairing this up. I get a text from a law enforcement buddy of mine yesterday. I will not say the name. I will not say the agency.
Can you say a name that rhymes with a name? Like if his name is Mike, you say, my friend Jike.
Listen to this. So it's real-time law enforcement on the MJ Morning Show.
That you will not say the name of.
All right. I get this text yesterday from 6 days ago. I stopped an F-150 doing 25 miles over the speed limit on Memorial by the airport.
Okay.
6 days later, I just got him on the Courtney Campbell Causeway doing 20 over. Slow improvement. So
yeah, he's getting there.
Last time he was doing 25 over. Now he's just doing 20 over. And anyway, he got tickets both times. He said he was nice. He reduced both to 9 miles an hour over. But
that really affects the amount, right?
Oh, it does. But can you imagine that the guy's pulled over 6 days ago for speeding, and then 6 days, same cop pulls the same guy over. Hey, you look familiar.
I mean, this isn't a one-horse town. I mean, they get pulled over by the same officer. I mean, I guess it was the same geographic area.
Within a week. Once was Courtney Campbell, and then the first one was Memorial by the airport.
That's the same, I think, community, I guess.
Man.
But man, slow it down, pal.
Yeah. But the same cop, I just thought that was kind of funny to share. 9:25 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday holiday weekend. What is coming up? Fester, I have the formula on how many pair of underwear you should pack on a vacation. All right, and then I got the Travis Kelce pile. Some of his old tweets are popping up, which are pretty damn humorous. Oh, the vice president has a massive concern about the Taylor and Kelce wedding. Yep. We got a big issue with the VP of the United States. Hey, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Final chunk, MJ Morning Show next here on Q105, 104.7 FM. We had Kim Banco on earlier today. So Kim Banco was on a little under an hour ago. And, Kim Banco wanted to make our listeners aware of a little bit of a racket going on. So Banco Doors is just so trustworthy, such a great reputation, such a great name. Banco Doors has been doing garage doors in the Tampa Bay area for over 40 years. It's over 41 years now they've been doing this. So she wanted to make us aware that some people are going on Google and searching Banco and ending up with like a sponsored ad that's not them. And then there's some very devious and, fraudulent people out there that are pretending they're Banco. And they'll even say, oh, yeah, we're subcontractors. No. They don't use subcontractors. Just when you use Banco, make sure you got Banco. Make sure they answer the phone, Banco Doors. Make sure you check the phone number. And when Banco comes to your house, it's going to be in a Banco truck. It's going to be in a full Banco, huge logo truck. Some doofus shows up in a red pickup truck. It's not Banco. So please, and this goes for anything that you're searching, make sure you're getting the authentic, the real deal. And of course, Banco, it's your garage door service company for anything you need. Whether it's a new LiftMaster garage door opener, whether it's a new Clopay garage door, a broken spring, whatever you need, it's Banco. Bank on Banco. BancoDoors.com, and tell them that MJ sent you. Zero Res's August specials are about to expire. You have days to go. Hurry. Book the job. This is phenomenal. You've heard of BOGO, buy one, get one. This is a Butu. I don't know. If you buy two, you'll get two. So you pay for 2 rooms of carpet to be cleaned, and Zero Res will give you 2 rooms free. So get 2 rooms of carpet paid for and get 2 rooms clean for free. Why do you want Zero Res? Well, it's the process. Zero Res is using the electrolyzed water process. They're not using the heavy soaps and chemicals and shampoos that the other companies use. That leaves a residue, and the residue attracts dirt faster. It's dumb. That's why you want Zero Res. Zero Res means zero residue. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Pay for 2 rooms of carpet cleaning, get 2 free. Right now, it's going to expire at the end of the month, so only like 3 days left. Hurry, call today and book the job and get in on this deal. ZeroResTampaBay.com, ZeroResTampaBay.com, and to get the special, you got to tell them that I sent you. The MJ Morning Show on Q105. Traffic. Shriner. Final check, MJ Morning Show, back in a minute.
Things are moving pretty.
somebody text that in on the text line, Michelle? Where did you come up with that?
With what?
The apparent joke we missed when talking about the Hulk Hogan situation.
Yes.
Someone texted it in?
Yes.
Tell Fester.
That the Hulk should be wrestling with the Undertaker.
Oh.
We missed that one.
Undertaker would win.
Yeah, so let's see if the Hulkster's wife actually pursues medical malpractice on, the death of the Hulkster. We'll see. So listen, he was in really bad shape. He's been rough for years from a medical standpoint.
He has been.
All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here at 9:33. So Travis Kelce, and of course the engagement to Taylor Swift. Biggest. Can you close the door, please, Fester? I got all kinds of noise coming down the hall. Why do you leave the door open?
Because in case I toot, it evacuates the studio.
Stop.
Some days I'm fartier than the other. I mean, we've been on the air for 3.5 hours. It hasn't been a big deal.
A couple of things on the Travis Kelce front, all right?
Yes, please.
So his jersey sales have gone through the roof, and they're like selling out.
Yeah, here's the thing. He's a hot commodity in the retail space since Tay-Tay is been with him, but now it's even more.
Now all the Swifties that did not have a jersey for the Chiefs, Travis Kelce, now they're rushing out with the engagement. So the jerseys are selling out, I guess, all over the place. Lots of Travis Kelce merch. I guess jersey sales have spiked 200% from Monday to Tuesday.
Yeah, Nike does make a cute, fitted, female cut Kelce jersey.
Look at that.
I mean, not every jersey is that big, baggy.
Yeah.
You think a lot of them are really cute, and I'm sure they're flying off the shelves.
Then we have like all the brands that are like trying to jump in and capitalize on the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce engagement. It's like, just knock it off. Calm down already.
Yeah, stop trying to capitalize your brand.
Companies running, promotions or trying to capitalize include Cheesecake Factory, Whataburger.
Well, what's Cheesecake Factory doing?
I don't know. What you looking up?
I want to know.
I just look it up. I didn't look for.
Factory.
I thought I was giving this enough time. I didn't plan to dive into every promotion that.
I thought you were giving it enough time too until you mentioned cheesecake.
Right.
Hello.
So go ahead and look up Cheesecake Factory and Taylor Swift. These are companies that are running some type of promotion, or they're trying to take advantage of the engagement. So Cheesecake Factory, Whataburger, Pillsbury, Southwest Airlines, Scrub Daddy.
What are they doing? Are they acknowledging it on social media?
Yeah,
or
I think they're just, first of all, they're congratulating them.
Invisalign?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Michelle wants me to get Invisalign. From my bottom teeth, probably could use some Invisalign.
Who are you here to impress?
I'm here to impress nobody.
Yeah, well,
nobody at all.
So if a company congratulates Taylor and what's his face on social media, where they're capitalizing on they're trying to accentuate their brand.
So they're doing referential posts online, photoshops, captions. Oh, Shake Shack appears to be teasing the arrival of onion rings on its menu, somehow tying in Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement.
Okay.
Hershey's Chocolate World advertised its wedding-ready bulk bag of kisses. That's a thing?
Sure. I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
The prebiotic soda brand Oli Pop, not to be confused with the one that's
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy.
Yeah.
They're going to give all our Team Travis fans an extra 13% off any subscription order. Oh, because what? He's number 13?
No, he's number 87.
No.
So what's 13?
13 is Taylor's favorite number.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How do you not know that?
How do I not know what Travis, whatever his face is? How do I know what I don't know. Get out of here.
Take away 87, Travis's number, from 100. What do you get?
13.
Fester, that was so good.
It's match made in heaven.
Yeah, you're going to give me all this numerology crap?
I'm going to give you one.
Oh, by the way, I did see, I did see stories that the readings, the birth charts of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift align. It's a match made in heaven. I give that thing like 2 years tops. if they even get married.
All right, whatever,
Let me
dude.
throw that out there again.
I remember having the same conversation about your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here we are 31 years later.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
Tell you what.
old ass Taylor Swift can be like, I knew it was going to last, Travis.
31 years from now, I'll be 90. Let's see if they're still together. Anyway, and then we have J.D. Vance, who's the vice president of the United States. He's worried about an NFL Super Bowl wedding. J.D. Vance expressed concern over potential NFL bias toward the Kansas City Chiefs after the Travis Kelce engagement, Taylor Swift. So Vance is a Bengals fan. He thinks that he's worrying the Chiefs will get preferential treatment from referees. Hasn't that always been that's always been a claim that people think, or other teams think, that the Chiefs get preferential treatment, that they're a smoking hot, great team.
They thought that about the Patriots for years,
and they're not like in a major city. They're not like, Hollywood or New York, or Dallas Cowboys.
But they're the it team right now, and they're just beating people's asses as well.
Well, they weren't as it last year. I think that was the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, they
that
lost
was,
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They did really poorly.
Yeah. So, could you imagine if there was a halftime wedding? If Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift actually got married at the Super Bowl during halftime?
He comes out all sweaty in his uniform.
Yeah.
Instead of the halftime show?
That would be a hell of a halftime show.
Yeah.
And then he loses.
Oh, my gosh, Fester, that's terrible. Oh, he gets blown out.
Or what happens? What happens if he tears an ACL?
Yeah, right.
In like the first half,
and he has to go down the aisle, or he's waiting at the head of the aisle like a wheelchair or
with
something.
ice packs on or something.
On that knee motorbike.
Oh,
where you
the
just bend your knee.
the knee scooter.
Yes.
All right. So then now people are digging up old Travis Kelce tweets from like 2010 and 2011.
He was a player for a long time.
All right,
man.
now hang on a minute. Is he supposed to be a smart guy or not a real smart guy?
I don't know. That's kind of the question I had because, there's that whole stigma of a jock, right?
I think to Taylor, he's a nice guy. I don't think he's curing cancer.
Listen to this tweet. Listen to this tweet from Travis Kelce from April 14th of 2011.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread and it straight smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Ha, ha, ha. Hashtag crazy. He spells squirrel SQUIRLE.
Yeah.
He spells peace PEICE instead of PIECE. But squirrel SQUIRLE.
You're missing the opportunity to play your favorite audio.
A squirrel. Oh. Hey, give me the squirrel audio, will you please, Andrew?
I got the other sound effect ready to go. No.
Hang on, wrong one. Hang on. I got my squirrel. Hang on, here we go.
No. There you go.
That one there? Why's my? Oh, I have my reverb on too. Hello. All right. A squirrel. That's a dirty squirrel.
So, I mean, listen, back in the day, like in 2016, MJ, when he was a young 25-year-old, he had his own dating show on E! Network called Catching Kelce.
You know what? No. The name of that show was called
That Squirrel Looks Dirty.
That squirrel looks dirty after he smashed a piece of bread.
And
then smashed came to mean something totally different.
Then he also tweeted out in 2010, gosh, I don't want to work today. I just want to sleep in my bed and do nothing with my life.
He can now.
Here's another prophetic tweet from Travis Kelce. October 3rd, 2010. I hate it when my phone is about to die. All right, listen to this one. Bout, B-O-U-T.
Bout, yeah.
Bout to go goat cart racing. Ha ha, hope I fit in the cart. Goat, not go-kart. Goat cart, G-O-A-T, cart racing.
A lot of times that's autofill. I mean, a lot of times my phone guesses the word and they're
Here's
wrong.
another one, Travis Kelce. The moon looks crazy tonight. I'ma chill out here for a little and just visualize my success and vibe to the scenery.
Did he visualize all of this?
I don't know.
3 Super Bowls and Taylor Swift?
Here's another one. June 27, 2011, Travis Kelce. Up at Olive Garden with Papa. Had to grab the fettuccine with chicken Alfredo.
That's the best thing they have.
Hashtag schmackin. S-H-M-A-C-K-I-N.
Okay, can you see Taylor going to the
Olive
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because she
Yeah.
likes that Via Carota a lot in New York. That's like her favorite spot in New York City.
She does like Via Carota. We like the sister restaurant, Isodi, a lot.
Right.
You know, they moved to a bigger location, so it's a little easier to get into. But Isodi, they have good cacio e pepe. That's where I really fell in love with cacio e pepe was at Isodi in Manhattan.
I think that's available at the Via Carota as well.
Yeah. They do it there as well.
Yeah.
But, I miss the charm of the small little Christopher Street little bottle.
All right, this is a podcast.
Shut
it really
up.
is. I mean, you guys talking
It
about
is.
restaurants
It is.
1,000 miles away is a podcast.
No, I was just pointing out the difference between Olive Garden and Taylor's taste.
Hey, you want to hear about restaurants in New York? So
No.
Carbone. Carbone is a famous, it's a big celebrity spot called Carbone, and not like Carbone, the dude in Goodfellas. All right, so Carbone, and they also have one in Miami. So in Miami, South Beach, Carbone, all the big like Miami celebrities, and they go to Carbone, Miami. Carbone, New York is, what is that, on Thompson? I think it's on Thompson Street. And there's a great sushi bar called Tome 21 or whatever they call it now, right across the street.
All a podcast.
Shut up.
It really is.
So Carbone, which is famous for celebrities, all the big celebrities get into Carbone. It's very tough to get a reservation. Michelle, they've been hiding a B health rating for years, apparently.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't they have to put it in the window?
Well, apparently they've been hiding it. They have not been posting it. Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
I'm shocked at this information.
I know you're shocked at the information.
I want to know more about a restaurant I'm never going to go to in New York.
Hey, Fester, I don't want to alarm you because
Okay.
your wife does drive a Tesla.
Yes.
Did you see the Tesla driver that got into a crash and died in a 5,000-degree inferno, and even his bones were turned to powder inside the Tesla?
Listen, rule number 1 on a Tesla. Rule number 1.
Don't crash it?
No, you're going to crash things whether you want to. A lot of times accidents aren't your fault. But you got to know how to get out of the door. The doors are all electric, right? So you press a button, the door opens. But there is an override on front doors and back doors that is manual, that you can pop any door at any time and be out of your car in a nanosecond.
How does that? Tell me.
Well, there's a lever that's built into the plastic hand console on the side where the door. It's like behind there. But
It's not a lever. It's a lever.
It's a lever.
It's not a lever. I'm a lever.
No, what's the soap? What's the soap?
That I believe the company's lever.
Oh, yeah, Lever 2000. Yeah, it's a lever.
No, it's lever.
Lever.
No.
Lever. There's a lever.
I know what you're talking about.
Right. Or a lever that pops open the front door. And in the back door, it's almost hidden, but it's inside the little storage well on the side of the door. On the bottom of that is a manual door open to get out of the back door.
And so do Hadley and Hudson know how to do it?
The kids know exactly where it is.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
A Tesla owner burned alive in his Cybertruck after the stainless steel beast erupted in a 5,000-degree inferno.
Yeah, I mean, if you get caught in that lithium fire, you're cremated.
So intense it caused his bones to disintegrate.
Yeah.
According to a wrongful death lawsuit filed in Texas. Michael Sheehan, 47, bought the pickup in April of 2024. 3 months later, August 3rd, the truck veered off the road, slammed into a culvert, and burst into flames.
I don't know what the wrongful death part is.
Yeah,
Sounds
near
like-
Beach City, Texas, about 30 miles east of Houston.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen.
So the fire trapped him inside the vehicle. The batteries went into catastrophic failure.
Yeah.
The blaze was so hot, Sheehan's skeletal system literally fractured from the heat. Oh, my God.
And if he would have watched one YouTube video and figured out how to get out of his car manually.
Well, what I'm thinking is whatever caused him to drive off the road into a culvert, he might have been incapacitated and maybe he was knocked unconscious or whatever. Oh, my God. He was 8 inches shorter in length than he was before he burned, said his attorney.
How'd they know?
I don't know. Tape measure?
I mean, okay. It's a tragedy if this happened to this guy.
Thermal fracture.
If he's knocked out, but if he's knocked out in his vehicle, I mean, what were the circumstances of him driving off the road in the first?
I don't know. Sheehan's widow, Shannon, and his parents filed the suit in June accusing Tesla of selling a vehicle so defectively designed it transformed a survivable crash into a fiery crash. Single vehicle crash. The crash forces were survivable, according to them, except the fire, ergonomic shortcomings, and deficient crash worthiness.
Okay.
Wow. Not only are you riding on top of 3,000 pounds of batteries, this spaceship design is a double-edged sword. The alleged Tesla put aesthetics ahead of basic safety, making it nearly impossible for Sheehan to escape.
Okay,
once he lost.
Take it to court.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
They're suing.
Yeah.
The lawsuit says that Cybertruck's electrically operated doors can't be opened once the power's out.
That is false.
Exterior handles fail, and the manual release latches inside are unreasonably difficult to locate in an emergency.
You know what? Fire extinguishers are difficult to locate in an emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Take it to court, dude. I don't see what their case is. It's a tragedy. And I've seen awful things happen from what looked like survivable
They said that
accidents.
Michael was a Mensa-level guy, very, very smart.
Not really.
But when Tesla delivered his Cybertruck to him, the instructions they gave him were woefully inadequate to handle a situation like this.
I don't know. Fester sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and his kids know how to open the doors.
I will say, when we picked the Tesla up, and this is probably the one area I would offer them an area of improvement.
Can I, what?
The delivery experience?
You thought the delivery experience for your Model Y was lacking?
It was like, okay.
Here's your Tesla. Get the F out of here.
That was essentially it.
Are you sure?
They had numbered spots.
Really? Here's your Tesla. Now get the F out of our parking lot.
Our vehicle,
Elon doesn't want you around here anymore. Get out.
Our vehicle was built and it was ordered. It took 12 weeks to build.
Yeah.
And it was in spot 39. And we get there, we finish the paperwork, we make sure the financing's in place, everything's good. I signed for it. Okay, spot 39. And that was it. And they're like, just go over it and make sure all the lines are straight and there's no dents on it. And we went through it.
Really?
And I looked at all the lines, and he goes, all right, that's it. Goodbye.
All right, well, let me just give you a little bit more here.
Had 3/4 battery charge.
They it didn't even have a full charge?
3/4 battery
They
charge.
delivered a Tesla to you? It wasn't even a full battery?
And then I went down to the Shake Shack. That was the first place we went, and I plugged into the electric charger there for the first time.
At Midtown?
Yeah, that's our first trip.
It's just Tesla's on Florida Avenue, right?
Yeah, we hopped on the interstate, went down to get burgers, and plugged in at the garage.
Fantastic.
Want to know anything else?
Listen.
Yeah.
They acknowledged that Sheehan had alcohol in his system, a fact noted in the complaint, but he argued that should not sign his death warrant. Also, the lawsuit targets 3180 Bar, doing business as the Barn Whiskey Bar, where Sheehan had allegedly was overserved the night of the crash. So it sounds like he might have crashed because he was all liquored up, and then he was all cremated up.
Yeah, I have issues with people suing bars for being overserved. I mean, you do it to yourself, pal.
Listen, heads up, Fester. All right, and with that.
Yeah, heads up. If I get tinked up at a bar, I'll let you know.
Fester the non-drinker.
I'll call you for a ride home.
And with that, I think we should call it a week.
Let's. Extended weekend.
Yeah, long weekend ahead.
Yeah,
we
baby.
got a 3-dayer. Monday is Labor Day. I do not intend to labor on Labor Day. How many women will go into labor on Labor Day?
I don't know. It depends how many women were doing it 9 months ago.
There you go. All right, 9:52 at the MJ Morning Show. Michelle, you're really not going to go home with me?
Yeah.
So,
for real.
I have to go to Tackle Shack real quick and get a couple of Steel 80s. And then I got to go pick up the kids' glasses from Linda over at Distant Optical. Julian's got a new set of glasses, and Chloe's got a new set of glasses. You're not going to go with me to pick up our the kids you gave birth to, Michelle? You're going to let Fester drive you home in his jalopy?
Yep.
Dude, when you're there, have her show you the meta glasses I think you should get.
No, she has the, they have the
Oakley
Oakley.
ones? Yeah.
No, they have the Ray-Bans now. They're getting the Oakleys in September. Yeah.
You totally need one of those.
I know. That's Julian's pushing me toward getting the recording glasses. Might be good for content, right?
Well, as you're trying to spy on people with your Instagram posts, I think.
We got to go. 9:53 MJ Morning Show. If you need to email me, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. And follow my Instagram. Who knows what the hell's going to happen this weekend. Certified MJ Radio. You know what? If I could get just one new follower before the holiday weekend.
Just one.
That's my dream. Just one new follower on Instagram right now. I'm not being a piggy. If I can just get one new won't you be my follower? Just one new follower on Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow right now. Folks, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Tuesday morning. MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there.
Download the app now. Get the Q105 app and listen to us anywhere. Powered by Anna Jar and Levine.